and I'll put it on the table, whether it was round 16 or
up. And you were talking about on a podcast where they were standing on your feet, but you've just gone the old shirt front and knocked him absolutely clean. So that was good.
I don't think we've ever played again. I don't think it's ever.
Do you reckon he'll come back?
Look, I hope so. I think the AFL are putting a lot of their attention and energy around State of Origin, which there was an announcement this week.
Yeah, so Adelaide will be playing Perth. Or Adelaide will be playing
West Australia.
Adelaide will be playing. Start that again. South Australia will play Western Australia in Perth. When the news came about State of Origin, Pabs, by and large, have you ever spoken to a player who has been against it? You don't have to name them, but have you heard anyone go, nah, we shouldn't be doing it?
Not one. I was lucky enough to play in the first one. Here was a fundraiser for the bushfires.
Yep.
Last year, I didn't get picked. I'm calling I had a calf injury, so that's my excuse.
Absolutely.
Look, I would have loved to play in it. The atmosphere, I think Coxie was a WA coach. Chad Warner played in it for the WA team, and he just loved it. It's also really good getting around other teams and players that you click with. Like, I think that's a really good concept with it all, that you might get along with someone really, really well. Like, I would have loved to play with, like, Zach Butters or Toby Green and things like that.
Yes.
You sort of look at players like I love the way he goes about it, and that's what I think the really good
because you and Toby have enjoyed each other's company playing against each other.
Yeah, we have.
Over the journey.
He didn't play last week. I was pretty flat, but I was certainly into him that he wasn't playing because they didn't give much. Other than Stringer gave me a bit. But it was good.
Who was it that you found that you were surprised that you got along so well with, playing with, that you never did against?
Oh, well, the ironic thing was I always got on really well with the Essendon boys off the field. So Welchie and Dean Solomon and Mark McVeigh and those guys. It was just on field that we had our issues.
Beautiful. We'll dig into that as we've got to get a bit sharper in focus towards the game ahead tonight. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley on AFL Nation. The Blues cheer squad are lining up to welcome on their team in Patrick Cripps' game 250. Nick Haynes celebrating the same milestone as well. A nice contingent of Brisbane Lions fans and old Fitzroy fans at the city end of the ground. This is AFL Nation.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie. Pie, 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 pie.
It's not the footy without a 4 and 20.
At Booper, we're the proud member partner of the Carlton Football Club. We're backing the Blues and your health, so you can catch every chant, every nail biter, and every victory. Booper, everything for health.
Nobody calls us with good news.
We hear from you when things have gone wrong.
When you're injured or sick because of your job.
When you've been hurt in a road accident.
When a trip to the shop ends in the back of an ambulance.
But it's okay. We know what to do. At Carbone Lawyers, we're experts in getting you compensation.
So remember, when things go wrong,
get Carbone on the phone.
Get Carbone on the phone.
Get Carbone on the phone.
We don't settle for less, neither should you.
Visit carbonelawyers.com.au or call 1-800 369 888.
Pre-game nerves? Post-game bragging rights? Get to Kingpin wearing your team's colours on game day and get a free upgrade from schooner to pint of Hans Super Dry. T's and C's apply. Please drink responsibly. Established at Crown Complex and now open on Collins Street. Escape ordinary at Kingpin.
Upgrade and save now at Harvey Norman. Shop big brand TVs. Upgrade and save $350 on LG 65-inch C6 OLED. Shop hot package deals. Upgrade and save over $450 on Sonos soundbar subwoofer speaker bundle. Shop fridges. Upgrade and save $200 on Hisense 640-litre French door. Shop vacuums. Upgrade and save $50 on Bissell Professional Stick Vac. Shop more in store and online at Harvey Norman now. Conditions apply.
Go, Harvey, go. When you're stuck in a long queue or sitting for a new hairdo, add some thrill to your wait with our $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download now. 18 plus only. T's and C's apply. Gamble responsibly.
The Sounding Board with Craig Hutchison and Damien Barrett. It's sport, it's the media, it's talking about the issues that matter.
You know, I've been very grateful. I was just trying to think what you would have done instead of journalism. And then, you know, it came flashed into my mind.
This will be so funny. Get the singer to close the show ready. This is going to be... Can you get the laugh track? Can you get the laugh track? Get the laugh track ready, please, and then shut the show down.
You know what flashed into my mind?
Here we go.
Just flashed into my mind like a light bulb. I know the job he would have done.
This better be funny, Hutchie.
He would have been a government supervisor on Tats Lotto. He'd have been one of those.
Play it, and can you shut the show down?
A government supervisor.
You'll have your...
These numbers drawn on the government supervision. There'd be a shot of you sitting there.
Can we get the fake laugh and go in?
Nodding along.
You know, you've actually used that 3 or 4 times over the years.
That's exactly what you would have done, yeah. That's you, the government supervisor.
You wouldn't have been a comedian, I know that. That was...
The Sounding Board podcast with Hutchie and Damo. Thanks to Drinkwise. You won't miss a moment if you drink wise.
When the terrain gets tough, prepare for any challenge with Bendix Ultimate 4-wheel drive brake pads. Engineered for exceptional resistance to heat, these pads provide reliable braking in the harshest terrain and most extreme weather. And with less noise, less dust and increased stopping power, tow the heaviest loads with confidence. They're ready for your next adventure. Go with Bendix Ultimate 4-wheel drive brake pads. Bendix. Put your foot down with confidence.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
It's a big night for the Blues under the lid at Marvel Stadium. They are just percentage outside the top 10 in a year that they've lost a coach, but they've gained a whole lot of form, and they are knocking on the door of a wild card spot. The only problem at the moment is that they're hosting the hottest team in football right now. 7 wins in a row for the white-hot Brisbane Lions, looking to make it 8 on the bounce. It's Patrick Cripps' 250th game, one of the Blues' best ever. Nick Haynes celebrating the same milestone as well. So a heap of storylines to get in and amongst tonight on AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 Pie, Australia's original fan food. Our pre-game show for Before You Dig, before every job search, Before You Dig online every time. The Hawthorn Premiership star and All-Australian Campbell Brown joined in the expert commentary position by man making his AFL Nation expert debut tonight. One of the best small forwards and celebrators in the game. He's been All-Australian 3 times. He's been the Swans' leading goal scorer. Tom Papley is with us on AFL Nation tonight. Sam Hargraves, just to try and keep it all working in a straight line, and I've done a reasonable job of it so far. Not great, but perhaps it's wonderful to have you, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Sammy. You've pumped me up there. I've only got 1 All-Australian jacket, but we'll take 3.
No, I said 3 times leading goal kicker.
No, you said All-Australian.
Really?
Yeah. But, Tommy, you never correct someone if it's better. So sometimes I get mistaken for Luke Hodge.
Good evening.
Never say no, I'm Campbell Brown.
We're going to have to turn that down the sound because it's way too noisy.
Surely I'm not that fat.
But no, I'm looking forward to tonight. It's my first time in the comp box. Really looking forward to how this result goes. I think Carlton might potentially upset Brisbane. 7 in a row, you sort of, it's very hard to keep winning and winning and winning. So I think if the Blues get on top in the middle, I think this could be a close game.
Both teams out on the ground, their warm-up for Ream, who's running hot with over 80 years of manufacturing hot water in Australia. It's got to be Ream. So how do you go about doing that then, Paps? They're the number 1 clearance team in the competition, Brisbane. You mentioned before when we were speaking to Ben Hudson, they're averaging over 122 points in the last 5 games, number 1 in the comp. It's a lot to stop. How do you go about it?
So take us inside the 4 walls of the Sydney Swans when you're prepping for a game against the Brisbane Lions. Tell us what we need to look to try and take away from their game.
Look, I think a lot of their game is uncontested marks and their intercepts from defence. They've got a great defence. They work really well together. Aaron Drews is obviously the key cog of that. But then you go inside, you've got Lockie Neal, you've got Dunkley, you've got Berry, you've got Ashcroft. McCluggage is now in form. This is his 4th game back, I think. And I think I just mentioned it before, but the clearance game, it's hard to beat them, but you just want to match them. We try to match them, and if we can break even on there, then we've got a very different game style to them where we sort of go a lot faster with hands. They're more foot. They still go very fast with foot. but you want to stop their uncontested marks, especially get it to ground in defence to get your smalls in play. Like, I think Ben Ainsworth is crucial tonight. If they can get the ball to ground, he'll be huge. Burn, and then the like. So, yeah, the clearance game and the uncontested mark intercept game.
He's not a massive name, but he's very important to him. Darcy Wilmot, is he a guy that you need to be aware of? His run and carry and dash and quick ball movement out into space to you Charlie Cameron types. Is that someone you need to try and stop?
Yeah, it is. We should probably look towards Zorko a little bit more than Wilmot. I think Kitty Coleman's back there tonight. But it's sort of, there's two ways you can go about it. You can't tag everyone. You can either tag Zorko and stop and nullify him, or you try put a high half forward on Zorko and try burn him the other way. And it's a tough one. He's not playing tonight, so I think Kitty Coleman plays that role, or Wilmot like you said. So be interesting to see what Carlton do if they go to anyone in their back line to stop that run. But look, Wilmot, amazing plays, played in 2 premierships already, maybe his 4th, 5th year, and he's probably, I think he was talked about All-Australian for me earlier in the year, so he's having a great year.
Well, the last time we played against the Blues, Vossi was sacked, if I remember. So
the Giants, the thoughts of both our experts for Power Bay, premium energy solutions for sustainable Australian homes. What's going to be an unmissable moment tonight for Drink Wise, lads? You won't miss a moment if you drink wise.
Will Ashcroft is just an absolute superstar for a guy at such a young age. A couple of Norm Smith medals, but he's hitting serious form at the moment. I love the balance of their midfield because they've got guys like Ashcroft and Neal that go and get it, and they've got guys like Dunkley and Berry that can play roles if they need to, and that's such a golden ticket to have. If someone just gets off the chain for a bit, you can go to your senior guys and go, hey, 1 quarter lockdown and get the game back on our terms, and not every club has that.
And McCluggage had a season-high disposals. His form had... You know, he'd been injured for a lot of the year. He'd been a bit slow to find top gear again, but last week
that match timeline is now up
He's another
and
guy that's
running.
starting to bubble along nicely.
And then you roll potentially Bailey, Rayner, and all the other guys who can pinch hit through there. Perhaps what's going to be an unmissable moment for you for Drink Wise?
Paddy Cripps for me, 250 games. He'll have 30 tonight, I reckon. What did he have last week? 31, 10 score involvements, 15 clearances. If he can do that tonight, I reckon they'll win.
You mentioned before that he was at your wedding. How were you two such good mates?
It is interesting, because Nick Newman, who I was very close with at the Swans, went to Carlton, early on, maybe 2017 or 18, and just things come of it. Obviously, I actually asked for a trade back in 2019 to go to Carlton, and sort of it went from there. So he's a great fella. We've had some good nights, and certainly that wedding night was good fun. But yeah, he's a pleasure to watch, Cripper, and looking forward to tonight.
All right, at the ground today, if you are, you can open the SEN app and enjoy the SEN Stadium experience, the AFL Nation broadcast for Australian made to support Australians right here. Both teams going through their warm-ups for Ream. Who's running hot this winter? Ream, of course. Our pre-game has been for Before You Dig, before every job, said Before You Dig every time. The other night, the shortened, I suppose, pre-game warm-ups for the Collingwood home game against the Cats. Did you see anything in that? You thought, gee, that's revolutionary. We'd much prefer to do that. I don't know why the coin toss had to be down in the rooms, but
why was that?
I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah, it was a bit strange. But is that something that do you think that there's too much time spent out getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down? Perhaps
it is interesting. It's I'm not sure the reasoning of it, but I think you got to change it up here and there. I think Collingwood went for it, and Geelong agreed to it. So I don't know if they'll do it again. But
it was 5 goals to 1 in the first quarter, so I reckon the Pies would be overly wrapped with what they got out of it.
Yeah, like personally, I like to get out before the game and have a few shots and get feel the ball and put them through the sticks and hit a few kicks. So to come running straight out into a game is a little bit different. Obviously, the rugby do it a bit in State of Origin and the NRL. So yeah, look, it was different, but yeah, you got to try things.
What is your pre-game process? What kind of person are you in the build-up to a game?
If it's a Saturday night game, watch every single race in Australia during that day, and then I come in and I'm pretty cruisy. I like to have my snaps left and right. Maybe, probably 10 to each side, then have maybe 10 to 15 set shots, go in, get a massage.
Hopefully you folks can hear me,
very,
and everything's not too bad.
In my routine is having shots left and right, set shots before the game. But, yeah, there is some boys that are very superstitious and love doing things to the absolute,
All right. It's
Harris
looking all
Andrews
right.
is waiting for
Just
Patrick
making sure that
Cripps to make his
everything's...
way into the middle of marble for the coin toss for Keno Go's $40 million jackpot. We can download the app today. We were speaking before as they get the coin toss underway about things that players can and can't say. Is that something that you guys are really conscious of? Would you like the ability to be able to really speak your mind a whole lot more without the risk of being fined as long as it's done in a respectful manner?
Yeah, we actually spoke about this as a playing group in the Players Association come last week, so 2 weeks ago. And I think it is important for the AFL to get a player's perspective, but it is hard when they criticise you straight away. So you're always in sort of reserve because you don't want to say the wrong thing. And I think in general, the whole media landscape is actually changing a lot now and letting players speak what they think, which is good to see. But I still think that the AFL can get better at that. And look, I think definitely getting better. But I think during the year, I'm not sure who's. I think Jai Simpkin got in trouble for that. So it's a tough one with reporting and things like that. But I understand why Jai voiced his opinion, and I think we still can go a long way in that.
Because, Brandy, it's always the great hypocrisy of the media, isn't it? We bemoan the fact that we don't get more personality and individuality from the players. In the moment someone pops their head up and has a different take or a unique way of doing it, we sort of swat it away, whether it's dyed hair or this or that. We sort of can't have it both ways, can we?
But we also know that the AFL is somewhat of a dictatorship, and as soon as someone does come out and is critical about umpires MRO in a press conference, whack, they cop a fine. Like, the players are one of the key stakeholders in this game. They should be able to voice their opinion when need be, provided they don't make it personal. But game's just about to get underway,
right.
And I'm excited, Sammy.
Keno Go, the first ball up isn't far away for Nelson.
I'm excited too, folks.
Make every drop count. The final word from our experts as we get into this for best sheds, Australian sheds at the lowest prices. We are underway. On a Saturday night, it's Draper just jamming it onto the right boot. Rayner's powerful, comes away, turns full circle, loads up inside, forward 50. And Dirksen was well set.
Hopefully going to Paddy Cripps and was wearing him in that first stoppage like a straitjacket.
Adam Chera to Loman as well. He's interesting with the midfielder going to half back.
Dirksen's going to spread into the right back pocket. Cowan.
He's a good story, Dirksen, isn't he? Drove 4 hours from Darwin down to Melbourne to get a sup list.
What, today?
In February. Dedication.
So ball in dispute on the outer side. Cripps rolling the tackle to force a stoppage. Still inside the attacking half of the Lions on AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 pie. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley, our experts for Power Bay. Quality Solar Solutions. Any matchups that you're seeing, perhaps, that are tickling your fancy?
Yeah, Hipwood has gone. He's gone back. So Camp's gone to Hipwood, which is interesting. Obviously, with Gallop out, he looks to be the one that's gone back to replace him.
For Holman Plumbing, those matchups. Lockie Neal got a free kick on the outer side. Skirts around the man on the mark. Checked the kick, kept it low. And Chera just saw what was unfolding. Picked it off on the slide. 49 metres out.
Yeah, Lions forwards weren't on the same page then as Lockie.
The Lions kicking to the city end. The Chera kick's going to be taken by Cripps on the bounce. Shovels it over his shoulder. He'd stepped out, so too with the ball. So we'll have a boundary thrown for Thrive, your streamlined small business growth platform.
Of early inside 50s for Brisbane. Down to nothing.
Ball spins back into play. Pitnet palmed it down. Cripps kicked it the wrong way. Jager Smith brought out the mop, cleaned it up. Forward handball was good to Walsh. Just checks himself on the lateral, top edge of the square. Cherry, you heard it from both the boys. They like the kick. And then a Mung kick inside off the boot of Chera. Went over their head.
Push.
Leicester's leading the foot race. And, well, Harris Andrews has apparently pushed Big Harry. And he'll get a free kick 30 out directly in front.
Just nudged him under the footy then, but the kick back into the corridor perhaps was sensational. And then you can drive it deep inside forward 50 and get a one-on-one contest.
Exactly right. Brisbane set up so well behind the ball. He changed the angle on them like Walsh did then. Get a one-on-one and get a free kick. Harry Mackay straight in front.
Now he's putting his right shoulder to goal. He's snapping from 30 metres out directly in front. And he's snapping truly.
Damn.
One inside 50, one goal, 100% efficiency for the Blues. And they get the first on the Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre expert.
Good start from Cherry. Took that intercept mark, and he was the man that came back into the corridor. And I said off the top, 22 goals from Big Harry Mackay is underwhelming this season. If he can step up and kick a bag tonight, it'll be huge for this Carlton side.
From a technique perspective, from 35 directly in front on the set shot.
You'll defend him for that.
Yeah, I should have snapped mine today. I missed one from 15 out. I should have done exactly what Harry did then.
Why do you do it, you blokes?
You hit the fatter part of the ball, Brownies. Less room for error. I think Chera's gone back for Newman here.
Right.
Newman's out, playing on a high half forward, the Bailey and Lohman like. So he started really well there with score involvement.
Draper got the decisive palm down. McCluggage gets it back from Neal and now just arches the back, stretches away, runs his measure, and that is fish-like. Eyes in the side of his head. Saw Cameron leading inside forward 50 and spotted him up.
It's a dangerous matchup, that one. Lockie Cowan on the very fleet-footed Charlie Cameron. He just gave him too much space then. It was a beautiful kick around the body to space off the line. He's just got to be a little bit closer there, Lockie.
Picking up the 4 minutes on the Elders clock. Charlie Cameron pulls the trigger from 45 and pushes it across the face for a minor score. So it's a 5-point lead to Carlton, early stages Tyre Power score. What do you trust to tyre experts? Tom Papley for Power Bay. Haynes in game 150 accepts the mark on the kick in, gave it forward to Akers and he to Walsh. Walsh sidewinds one just backward to left half forward to Kemp. Candy Commerce was very good on the Eel Hipwood, and then he just whops one inside forward 50 and no mark taken. McGovern, who's had a decent year up forward. Leicester disrupted that.
It's that ball movement we spoke about pre-game. D50 to inside 50, probably should have marked that. Great start from Carlton.
AFL
Right,
Nation
Cameron's missed that one.
Boundary throwing inside forward 50 for the Blues. Pitnet got there first. Palmer straight to Lockie Neal, then buried him.
Yeah, great follow-up work from the big man. I'll tell you what else I love. Walsh ran past in that chain, and the handball was automatic, second nature now. I don't reckon they were doing that in the first 8 or 9 weeks of this year. They were second-guessing whether to move the ball quick.
Gee, that's almost like big brother, little brother. Here's the ball, then I'm going to really hurt you in the tackle. Then Pitnet jams it on the right, puts it across the face of goal. McGovern, Ainsworth, well tackled. Coleman, does he get rewarded? Yes, he does. Brilliant, crucial tackle.
Goal-saving tackle there from Kitty Coleman.
The Macca's ball looks always very good coming off the boot of Kitty Coleman. Never miss a moment of footy with McDelivery, and that's what he does. McDelivers. Play on. Bailey went the show and not the
Man,
go.
I could go for a quarter pounder.
Went inboard. McCluggage wants corridor as a risque kick, and Hipwood had it knocked out of his hand. It bobbles up out of Neal's. Hipwood almost missed the footy, trying to throw a fist at it. The handball sort of escaped him. And now the ball's there to be won. Coleman working in a phone box for Levi Ashcroft. Towards the top edge of the square, Dunkley spreads it by hand to Leicester. Leicester keeps it low, just the required to Cameron, who beckons at the leaders, says, come at me, come at me. Was Logan Morris worked under it? That looks similar to the Harry Mackay one, and that's how the umpire saw it as well.
Yeah, he probably didn't need to do that, Dean. He was in a pretty good spot, and they got away with one there, Brisbane. They came high risk through the corridor, and it nearly got cut off. They found a way out through the calmness of Kitty Coleman under pressure. He started brilliantly.
Yeah, they're trying to really shut off the corridor there, Carlton, with Brisbane's kicking game, and then they got out to that left wing. Logan Morris is actually, before this game, has had the most shots on goal this year. Kicked 3 goals, 3 last week, so important kick for him tonight.
Now he's putting his left shoulder to goal. Man on the mark is under 40 metres out.
Dead.
45 angle. He's snapping this from 45 and he's hooking it across the face.
I reckon that is a bit far though. I reckon if you're in between 20 to 30, that's okay, but that's a 45-metre snap. It's a tough kick.
And that's a regulation set shot too if he does a drop
Morris
pass.
misses.
Normally do that. I can't remember seeing him normally do it like that.
In his game of late, Logan, I reckon his confidence is a little bit down.
That sucks.
Okay, so it is a 4-point lead. Early stages, Brisbane Lions and Carlton on a Saturday night. Lions win it back and go inside forward 50. Fisted away. Oscar Allen was dragged off the footy. Neal so clean on the gather. Gave to McCluggage on the drive-by. And Huey makes the most of it and copped the little one coming through. Lions get there first and they take a 2-point lead.
There you go. Hello, Mark. Good to see you here.
Brisbane line side, Hugh McCluggage, come the pointy end of the season. Missed a lot of football this year, had some calf issues. Returned to form last week. Was absolutely brilliant. 29 disposals. And that was a classy finish. Just had more numbers on the ground when the ball hit the deck.
Fourth
Good to
game
see you
back,
here.
well, Brownie. This is sort of when you're coming back from
For
your,
those at
from
home,
injuries,
if you'd
really
like to
start
become
get
a
that match fitness
coffee
going.
member
His running power is
or
probably one of the
donate
best in the
to the
competition,
website so we can keep
fourth
doing
game
this
back,
stuff,
he's been run all night.
there's our website there. It does help us do these streams and all the other stuff that we do on YouTube.
A big moment for Bendix Breaks.
It's good to hear that you're listening in, Mr. Mark.
Free kick coming from the restart. It's going to go Carlton's way and it'll go to
Boy George Hewitt.
3 goals last week, Randy. Equal career best.
He's been, since he came back into the side after the highly publicised dropping, he's just been brilliant. You know what you're going to get from him, and good that he's adding some outside ball to.
He's just got that 2-point lead for now.
Inside with the contested stuff.
He's loading up to go long into the right forward pocket. Pack forms. Pitnet gave a big shove and it wasn't seen, and the mark will be paid. Darcy Fort not wrapped.
He started this game with genuine intent, Sammy.
Yes.
We saw the tackle in the forward pocket. He's jumping up nice and high, getting that knee up against Fort, and that mark was magnificent.
Another score from centre bounce. 18% Carlton score from centre bounces, so it's a big part of their game. They'll get one here.
Was it a shove on the replay screen for Harvey Norman? Now at Harvey Norman, upgrade and save on selected TVs, fridges, washers and more. Free kick there or no?
I think it was okay.
Hit net from 45 on a 45 and he flushes it.
No.
Oh, there's a spring in the step of Mark Pitnet.
It's going to be an important role that he's got tonight.
I don't really want them to be kicking too many goals.
Back in front. 2 straight 12.
The star.
Lines 1-2-8. Tyre Power scoreboard. Winter safety sale. You can save now 25% off on selected Toyota tyres. Tyrepower.com.au.
5 years at the Hawks for just the 7 games. He's come over to the Blues and really cemented himself as an important player. Mark Pitnet. Big frame. Big job tonight.
AFL Nation for 4 and 20 pies. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley, Power Bay Quality Solar Solutions. Oh, that was just perfectly into the path for Neil, who pounced on the loose pill and just put it right into the path of Oscar Allen, who was infringed upon as he let out for the footy.
You got no hope as a defender these days.
Young, the guilty party, but Campbell Brown rejecting the premise of the free kick, Brandy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he might have touched the hand, but it's nearly impossible to get all ball. Mind you, they just allowed Lockie Neal to walk out the front of stoppage, and that was fine, umpire.
Stiff there, Young.
There'll be 100 free kicks tonight if they pay every one of them.
A few early. 3 out of the first 5 shots.
Yeah, a long way to go. That is true.
So Oscar Allen back in the side this week. Kicks from just inside the paint of 50 on a 45, and that is very, very thoroughly threaded. Lions hit back and reclaim the lead.
There you go.
Bit stiff, Young. It was pretty good last week. Again, it was all or nothing.
Oscar Allen getting a goal.
We're seeing plenty of goals scored from centre clearance. It was a big wide tap, and Os fell over, which just opened the door for Lockie Neal to lower the eyes. And while it was a bit unlucky there, very hard to defend. It puts an awful lot of pressure on the defenders.
I mean, the last time we played the Mark, I think Vossi got the sack.
Big centre bounce here.
I believe it was that round.
Centre bounces.
AIA stats do it for life. Who's leading that in the early stages from the middle, Paps?
Lockie Neal's had 2 clearances. Mark Pitnet's had 1. And McCluggage.
Oscar Allen kicks his 13th goal for the year. He's joining the Lions. This will be a centre clearance. McCluggage hung it out to his left, turned back around, scrambled to kick the centre half forward. Blues able to reclaim this. Chera's doing a nice job. Across half back, and he sticks the kick to Hayward.
Harry Mackay did the ruck tap and then immediately spat forward. He's by himself inside forward 50.
He's calling for it here. Hayward sees him now, and that's the direction he goes in. He's going to have to make up a bit of territory. He jumps over the top of Ford, brings it to ground. Leicester paddles it the Lions' way. It'll come back, though. Frankie Evans, Jagger Smith got it from Walsh. Bottom left-hand point of the square. A choppered ball inside, forward 50. McGovern slipped, recovered, off a step. What's Young doing there? So disappointed with giving away the free down the other end. He said, bugger this, I'm going forward. And he snaps their third from the left forward pocket.
That's what happened. Harry Mackay's taken the ruck, ran forward, and then Young's come from the defence and played the actual ruckman for that play.
I don't like how quickly they're scoring these goals after 13-minute mark.
As soon as Harry took the ruck, he just spat forward and rolled the dice a little bit. Darcy Ford
14.6 points per game. Just
him in flight.
there's a certain limit to how much you can type.
Long ball down the line again. Some quick hands and a deep forward 50 entry. Jagger Smith, he's having a great year.
Interesting to see what happens here. He's starting full forward, Young. Mackay in the ruck. CB.
Yes, that was a great play. That's one we'll talk about.
So Dirkson's gone to Allen. That was the Young matchup.
Often does it work like that? That's how you'd write it up at training, but it's actually, they pulled it off.
Josh Fraser going into the trick playbook as Jagger Smith emerges. McGovern was three back. He played on. Kicked into a man who wasn't even on the mark. He played on, kicked it into a defender's back. Smith again there to clean it up. Hewitt's been planted by Rayner. I don't know what was wrong with that. And it's actually, that's going to work against Carlton because they were going inside forward 50. It's going to be brought back to Hewitt at the front edge of the square.
Oh, it was a great grab too, and he just had a little brain fade. He saw Lewis Young dart into the goal square and tried to kick it off one step.
Hayward, the target's going to get a free kick. It's going against McCluggage. The Lions are all betwixt in between at the moment. McCluggage had to go with Hayward. That's where the kick went into the left forward pocket, and 40 metres out, tighter than a 45. Will Hayward, perhaps his former teammate, is going to shoot for the Blues' fourth straight.
So there was a game that Port Adelaide played in versus North Melbourne over at Adelaide Oval where there was 70 free kicks for the game. We're on track, which was an all-time record.
Blues by 4 on the Tyre Power scoreboard. Hayward's just fading this across the face, and Darcy Ford puts a fist through it for a minor score. Well, they're playing a lot of smoke and shadows behind the windows to call it the great.
Little Trav Poker, he just got announced for the Legends game.
That's what they're doing at the moment, the Blues.
Oh, okay. So the roof is closed. All right.
Uses the run of Dunkley, put a handbrake on as Cripps corralled him. Lester ran on and accepts it by hand, out of sight. Nicely caressed kick. Got it on the angle on the left to Logan Morris, who plays on quickly. Kick was a little shallow. Spits out the back towards goal. Loman's going to lap this up. From 25 on the run, it was a green light, and it was a goal to Kyle Loman, who's in a very rich vein of form at the moment.
There you go.
Career best form for sure. That's his 16th goal in 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's been in really good form lately.
Getting some offers from some other clubs. Be interested to see what he does in the next couple of years, but he's definitely one of the best small forwards in the game. Finished his work off very well there. Right foot snap, crumbing goal.
He didn't just play in those grannies either. He actually played bloody well. Kicked 4 in 2024 and 17 and 2 last year.
You weren't able to turn up? Oh, that's all right.
So many good players in this Brisbane side.
Oh, that's so funny.
Fast making a name for himself as an All-Australian.
The chat translated Kai to the, I think that's the Japanese
product.
Symbol for that. That's pretty funny.
The Brisbane players at the moment.
Oh, you're being crook. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully you get back on the mend.
Just really working as the general down there. Draper with a big fist.
Got to put you on the injury list for the Lions.
One of them, his own teammate.
We'll get the medical team. They're pretty good at
Bailey to Kitty Coleman, caressed it
nursing through sick line players. Middle of the season were a bit rough, but I think we've come good.
Gets out the back and a little one off the ground.
So hopefully you'll feel better
and it will be just
over the weekend.
Score.
Jagger Smith, 8 disposals, leading possession, get it on the ground.
But with the game, it's a pretty tight game, 19-20.
On the Irish today.
The 17-minute mark of this first quarter.
Boundary throw in, ball in a dangerous spot, 20 out. Dunkley, double-handed drop, and he actually kicked it into a Blues defender. I think it was actually Hayward getting back and helping out the defence. In fact, it was, and now he's calling for it. So it's a minor score and a 2-point lead.
Ooh, food poisoning. That's pretty rough.
But this has been a super start.
I think I had something like that a few months ago, but
Jared Berry closing in on 200 games. Couldn't take the mark.
yeah, so I was in the bathroom the whole night. Let's just say that.
He was reclaimed by Brisbane. Berry got it to his great mate in Huey McCluggage.
But,
threw the player in, waited till the last possible
hopefully
moment.
you'll recover with
Try and hit
that.
the chest of Logan Morris, but it was well defended. Ollie Florin involved, Dirksen as well, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 35 around from Brisbane's right point post.
Imagine Logan Morris in 2 or 3 years more time. It's going to be a scary proposition, isn't he?
It is. He's an interesting player as well, because he's a bit like Gunston, not super tall, but not super like big and strong, but his craft must be just elite.
Draper took it out of the ruck, kick for touch. Well, Ashcroft was on the end of it, tumbled it towards goals. Blues under immense pressure here. Dean coughed it up to Ford, who found company in navy blue pretty quickly, and we'll have it tossed up 10 metres out, just to the left of the top of the square. Lions by 2 points. Ford. Hewitt was tackled off the footy. Dunkley threw a shoe at it again. Loman and McKenna got in each other's way. Might have been in the back on Loman, and now that's very clever. Dean didn't attract any pressure at all, so he couldn't rush it. He's just got to jam it onto the boot. Coleman affects the spoil. Up off the deck, Berry. A mung left foot kick from Rayner, and just fortune favoured Florent.
Yeah, they should have rushed that. Get some composed possession. They got away with one.
I think he was worried about the fact that there was no pressure on him, and that would have been a free kick, Brandy.
They just kept the ball alive, right, in a really dangerous spot for a long time. All's well that ends well, though.
Ticking up the 20 minutes on the Elders clock. It is a 2-point Brisbane lead on the Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre expert. It's a big moment for Bendix Brace.
They've done well there,
Ooh.
Carlton. Brisbane really set up
That's
the ground
good.
behind
Well,
the
rest
ball
up,
well there. Took the mark,
kick back and
the ball again.
have a listen
They've
to a
got
good
stoppage
match
inside
here,
forward half.
because it is
Boundary throw in just back to the right half forward. Draper worked
It's a
McKinnon
tight
underneath
match
it,
so
swiveled
far.
and kicked in one motion. Sent it about 50 metres the Lions way. Dirksen well positioned. Could have got a 50. In fact, he will be marched. Darcy Fort, Dirksen, brave.
Yeah, Dirksen
Wasn't much in that,
is
Brandy, was there on the replay?
a real
for
journeyman.
Harvey
Darwin to Queanbeyan Footy Club, moved to Melbourne to play Essendon VFL.
Oh, Queanbeyan.
Then went to
It's just
Peel
down the
Thunder
road
and
for
Lockwood.
me.
Well, going to GWS for a few years, didn't play a game, went back to Darwin. Carlton said, hey, would you like to join us? Drove 4 days, February, to train with him, and finally got a spot. Now he's debuted. Played 11 games this year.
Got a couple of young ones running around as well, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
3 kids, isn't he?
Bounced around more than a gypsy.
It's a great story. Boundary throw in inside the Blues forward 50. What are those forward 50 entry numbers, Brandy, just for AIA? Do it for life?
9 to the Brisbane Lions, 6 to Carlton currently, halfway through this first term.
Draper took it out of the ruck again, just thumps a very, very long ball. And Dirksen again on the end of it.
Just reads it well off the boot, doesn't he?
Ball to play on now, defensive side of the outer side. Going to switch to centre half back in game 250. Haynes bounds across the arc. Good kick out into space for Hayward. So they switched all that effort, perhaps, and they didn't gain any meterage. They've just changed sides of the ground. Oh,
Risky
the
ball.
Hayward kick. He put it in between 3 Blues, and it got straight to Dunkley. Raking handball over the
Oh.
top, and Bailey just eats these for breakfast. Didn't even watch the ball go over the line. Turned his back on it to accept the celebration.
There we go.
Will Hayward puts his hand up saying, sorry, boys, as he runs off to the bench.
That just absolutely kills you, doesn't it? You cannot defend that. Just missed target. It was the right option. He just overcooked the kick, and they were off to the races. He probably could have had a bounce and
Oh,
run
no,
to
that's
30.
That's the Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Take the shot. Don't even
Close your
wait
eyes.
to see. Just turn around and get back.
Yeah, disappointing. They're the errors that really just sap a little bit of confidence. They're right in this game, the Blues. They're playing good footy, but gifted a goal to a very good opposition.
Couple in a row for the Lions now. It's an 8-point lead on the Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre experts. The key matchups perhaps that you're liking for Holman Plumbing, trusted quality Aussie standards.
Yeah, it's. I think Ollie Florin and Chera going to be interesting off half-back, how well they can work together. It's a different matchup.
Hewitt skids
for
one off
them
the
down
deck. The rising star burn. Good handball to Hewitt. He Matador moved the tackle, was able to get hands free, back to Byrne. Nice little show and go to Florent, forward handball. Walsh had more time, kicked it off a step and gave it straight to Harris Andrews. 5 metres out from goal.
Could have balanced up and done a drop punt then.
Yeah, I think that's the Stevie J used to call that the drop punt, kick up on it and get the little left to right fade going on Brownie.
Hard to do it in the manner that Stevie J used to do it, though.
This man's finding plenty of footy. Hewitt, disposal number 6 now.
Intercept mark for Hewitt. Couple of kicks from home, so he's just going to load up into the right forward pocket. It'll land 20 out. Hipwood, no mark. Oh, paddled off hands, and Frankie Evans just had it fall into his lap off the Harris Andrew tap. From point-blank range, he pumped it through. And they're back within 2 points, the Blues.
Fucking hell.
4-1, they've kicked 25. 4-3-27, the Lions. Our high power scoreboard, your trusted tyre experts.
8-goal quarter. This is turning into a proper shootout, isn't it? I think
Yeah.
it favours Brisbane a little bit more, but you might prove me wrong.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Great coming goal from Frankie Evans there. Small forward craft. Thanks for coming. Little dribbler as well, Brownie.
Is that where do you still get taught to go front and centre? Because we see a lot of guys go out the back now.
Yeah, we're told to stay in the front. Stay at the front. Don't get past the contest. You can always pressure going forward. You don't want if you pass the contest and the handball out of D50 especially.
Yeah,
that's what costs the team. We want to just press. If we get a stoppage, inside forward 50 is a win as well.
I heard Luke Bruce tell Gary and Tim one day that he works on a compass, that he used to work it on a compass, that how he wanted to attack each contest. Do you do something similar to know where your start line and finish line is, or is it all about where the ball's coming in from, perhaps?
Yeah, I think, especially for crumbing, you want to know where the drop zone is, and we call it a little H pattern. You send your defender behind the contest and come to the front.
Wilmot, lengthy kick inside forward 50 for the Lions. Rainer flew, it came off hands. Cameron tried to kick it off the deck, and it was actually smothered off the ball. Somehow Draper's emerged. He just keeps throwing up nominations. If last week's wasn't
Oh,
good
there we
enough,
go.
how about a one-handed pick-up and banana from 20 out?
He loves the banana, doesn't he, Draper, for a big ruckman? We actually seen him
Mr.
before the game where
Draper.
he snaps 45 out, 40
He
metres
loves
out.
kicking a
This
goal.
time it's a check side inside forward 50. Kicks it straight through.
The pickup was exceptionally clean, and the finish was just as. Lions back out to an 8-point lead. They're running hot for Ream. Who's running hot this winter? Ream, of course.
Looking on a compass doesn't always work out for you, though, Sammy. Think about Commander Edward John Smith, the captain of the Titanic, mate. Didn't work out for him, did it? North. Iceberg, straight ahead.
Yeah. It's a good call, Brandy. Very pertinent to what we're talking about here as well.
Great game of footy. 9 goals kicked. Pitney off the ground.
It skittled a couple. Nice gather by McGovern. Coming back towards the traffic. Ainsworth threaded needle by hand. Walsh was found. Hit a Dunkley tackle. He tends to stick them.
Needed a left foot there. Needed to go on his
that'll
left.
be 50.
It probably is. It's probably like carpet.
So he had a
The
shot
ground,
on the right,
maybe.
didn't get the journey before under pressure. In that case, he could have just stepped onto the left and tried to cut back inside, holding the ball, and the frustration just got the better of him. That's what Dunkley's done all his career.
Fletcher on the drive-by. Penetrating kick inside forward 50. Well managed in the end by Haynes. Left back pocket, took the intercept. Plays on quickly, went laterally to the top of the square. Chera. He's been a bit angry this year, Sammy Walsh. A couple of occasions.
Yeah, can't play happy all the time. Get you nowhere.
Harris Andrews a long way from his natural habitat. Outreaches Frankie Evans as you expect him to do. Inside their attacking half, went inboard Fletcher and he to Neal. Juggled it. That kick went 6.5 metres. Neal on the arc around. Akers has got to go because Morris had a good jump at the ball. Akers did very well to disrupt that. It fell to McCluggage, snapping for his second from 35. Rayner spilt the mark, applied the tackle, couldn't quite get a toe to it before it trickled over. It's a minor score. 9-point Lions lead. I think that's a game high. It's high power scoreboard. I can take a breath. It's been a fast pace, Brandy.
Certainly has. Ball's picking around everywhere. You're doing a great job. One out, Sammy.
That's what I was searching for. Just fishing for compliments. Thank you, mate. Always got my back. I know where you were there, Paps, but that's okay. Early stages. Nice little dance around a do-si-do from Hewitt. Sent the man on the mark one way, and then inside to Young, who's been thrown back forward. And
they went coast to coast then from that kick in, and they had so many men forward of the footy. George Stewart had options. It was a 4v2 inside their own forward 50 of Carlton's way. So no surprise he found some space out wide.
Lewis fancies himself here. Perhaps he's a couple of metres in from the boundary. Man on the mark about 46 metres out. This is a tough
Must
one.
be getting closer to the end of the first quarter.
Surely not.
No, he's doing the same thing again. Just milking the clock, putting it at the top of the square, and another set play. Kemp, no one went with him. And he took the mark at the top of the square.
I'll tell you why that was a great kick, because it was low and flat. It didn't sit up, which allowed Kemp to get a little bit of separation and actually hit that ball at a bit of pace.
Like a 7-iron kick rather than that 9-iron. That's a perfect kick for a key forward. That little 7-iron kick we talk about, especially at the point of the square. Perfect kick.
25-21 he's kicked for the year. He should have no troubles from directly in front. And Kemp clipped it pretty cleanly in the end. Just a sandwich from there, really, perhaps, if we're continuing that analogy. And the Blues are back within 3.
You know your teammates' limitations, right? He didn't need to do a signal or anything then. You often know when the kick's going to go there.
Yeah, for sure. I think Young's actually started. Now he's going back. He started in defence, kicked the goal, set up another goal. It's a great start from him, especially Young. Like, he's from the junction. If that's Charlie Curnow, he's probably having a shot for us. But, yeah, look, great kick from Young. Perfect point of the square. And they've done well, the forwards, to block for Kemp.
And Hipwood knew straight away. He just broke him. It was a half a metre of space, but it was an uncontested mark in the end. Carlton fighting their way back.
They keep coming back.
10-goal quarter is exactly what we want to see. The defensive coaches might not want to, but we certainly do.
Yes, the defenders are not doing anything.
Smith first on the scene, but Rayner wrapped him up.
They haven't jumped on the field yet.
Tossed up on the bottom side of the square. Pitnet with a burst of speed comes away with it. Cottrell gave it back out to Smith. He was crunched in the tackle. Back to Cripps. Haven't called his name a lot. Haywood looping handball over the top. It's going to come off okay to Lord, and he'll get a free kick. Broadcast side of the ground.
Keep my eye on him because he was slow to get up, Kitty.
Lord. That's almost a 90-degree kick, and it gave Kemp another fly out. It couldn't complete the mark. McGovern pounced on it, fired a handball inboard. Frankie Evans gave it to Cripps. He was bumped off it by McCluggage. It sliced off the outside of the right. They all fly 25 out. Kemp trying to force his way through.
Yeah, they're actually playing pretty well.
It's a high free kick.
Free in front of goals.
Good game this, isn't it? High scoring.
I think Carlton have been the better side. If you take away that goal that Haywood gave up for the inside kick and the brain fade, who was it that took the great mark and then
McGovern
played on McGovern? Couple of goal swing.
Like the play away, Carlton look the much better team. Brisbane kicked 2 goals from centre bounce, but when it's up and back in play, Carlton definitely looked the better team here. Started really well.
So just to the right of directly in front, he'll only need to kick this 30 metres to register 2 in 2 minutes. And he takes the Blues to the lead again. A couple in a row to the Navy Blue. And they're 3 points ahead of the Lions as we get very close to siren time.
You know, they've kicked 6 goals in 1 quarter. What the hell was going on? Hopefully it won't last.
It's been a very entertaining first quarter of footy. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley for Powerbone and AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 pie.
Yeah, it was actually Darcy Wilmot's first tackle on him. They just slipped high over the shoulder there on the replay. Levi Ashcroft came in to help after that, and his tackle was fine, but by then the umpire had already blown the whistle, so they're getting some good returns out of their key forwards. Mackay's got one, Kemp's got a couple, McGovern's been lively. It's a good start.
So 2 to Kemp, only multiple goal scorer in the game. Draper again, the decisive palm down, but Smith is just reading it so well off Draper's hand. He was legged, advantage paid. Lord, bottom edge of the square, keeps it low. Coleman, clean through the air. Intercepts for the Lions. They might just want to slow this down. The Coleman kick, it was intended for McKenna. Luckily, Neil was there to lend a hand as it went over McKenna's head. Gave it by hand to Wilmot.
Bet your house on it?
Fletcher could run on. Cameron was the one. A couple of do-si-do steps were very good to get separation. And now into the left forward pocket. It was a brilliant kick. You heard it from Tom Papley. Found the chest of Logan Morris.
See how this goes. There we go, Logan Morris.
40
Looking to
metres
snap
out, a
it
couple of
again
metres
here on
in.
the junction. This is probably where you would snap it. He's right in the boundary line, 45 metres out, but the snap straight in front, 45 metres out, is a lot tougher.
It's his left shoulder to goal. He actually ran further away from goal to snap this around, and again, he got it skinny.
Yeah, tough shot that. Blake Acres knew what he was going to do. He was putting pressure on from the side as well. Let's see if
Not great
Lions
shot.
can slow down this kick in, because Carlton went coast to coast for a goal last time.
2-point Blues lead. Just over a minute to play. High power scoreboard. Blues trying to mount that counter-attack via the broadcast side. Off hands, Harris Andrews skirting around to accept the hammers. Dunkley drives it around the body. The right half forward, and Dirksen takes the contested mark. Brownie's very impressed with his story and his performance. So went laterally to left half back Hayward. Now, Tommy Papley, Kane Corns has been singing Will Hayward's praises more than anyone else in the media for a long, long time. What makes Will Hayward such a great player to you?
The starters for Kane, he's a South Australian boy, so that's why he's on the side as well.
Tick, sure.
But I think what I've noticed this year with Wilbur is he's gone to the wing, he goes forward. When he was with us, he sort of played that high half forward role only, and sometimes that's a very tough role, but the fact that he's been able to get up the ground, his running ability is elite, and he's getting up and back.
Tommy Papley, there's a free kick that was coming back to McGovern. The advantage was paid to Walsh, and who ran his full measure, pulled the trigger from 20 metres out, tighter than a 45, and it pummeled into the left goal post.
Could have had 2 in this quarter, Walsh.
Yeah, back to Wilbur. He's getting up the ground, kicked 3 goals last week, had 16 touches, another spot.
Oh, Wilmot's had it smothered by Bird. Oh, shoulder to go!
He missed it.
Into the left goal post.
Would have been goal of the year.
It would have been goal of the year. He put Wilmot up into the air like Wesley Snipes in White Men Can't Jump.
Blake Acres has actually given him a bit of a clip there. I think he had every single right to have a shot there, Brownie.
The greatest poster we may have ever seen. The smother, the fake, and as Dwayne Russell would say, he just didn't get the bake.
They're 4 points up, and it could quite easily be 3 or 4 goals, the Blues. Playing a great brand of football at the moment.
Boundary throw in, just backward to left half forward for the Blues. They're doing all the attacking. They've been the better side in this first quarter, and it has been a thoroughly enjoyable first term under the roof at Marvel Stadium. The Blues 6-3.
Here we go, quarter time.
Kent's got a couple. Brisbane have been inaccurate. 5-5-35 on the top
I'm
of
gonna
our scoreboard. Campbell Brown and Tom Papley
go make a coffee and be back in the next few minutes. So man the stations, everyone, for the first couple of minutes of the quarter. But it's a big old shootout so far in this match. Blues versus Lions.
That quarter on AFL Nation was for Tyre Power. Winter safety sale now on, with 25% off selected Toyo tyres. Tyrepower.com.au.
Rush into Chemist Warehouse for this week's amazing offers. Right now, get half price off RRP on the Bioglan range, excluding bulk sizes. Pick up Bioglan Platinum Iron Glycinate Plus 30 tablets for just $12.49. Don't stress, Bioglan Ashwagandha 60 capsules are now only $17.49. Muscle support? You'll be glad to know that Bioglan Active Magnesium Citrate 200 tablets are $19.99. Plus Bioglan Red Krill Oil Double Strength 1000 milligrams 60 capsules are $22.49. Half price equals full joy. Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
Saints Radio comes to the SEN app. Awaken proudly presents St Kilda v Sydney this Arvo at Marvel Stadium.
Liam Ryan, loving life as a Saint.
Join myself, John Donohoe, Mark Fine, plus Saints legends Ozzie Jones and Andrew Thompson as the Saints look to continue their push for the finals.
And the Saints claim the lead.
And it's all about our Saints. Don't miss Saints Radio today from 1 p.m. on the SEN app. Are you at a crossroads in life? Your breakthrough starts with Awaken. App launching August 22.
Take on any challenge with Bendix Ultimate 4-wheel drive disc brake rotors. These rotors provide increased strength and wear resistance, helping prevent brake fade under heavy loads or extreme heat. Built for towing, touring and demanding off-road conditions, they deliver reliable braking performance when you need it most. And thanks to the SwiftFit coating, installs are faster and cleaner, making Ultimate 4-wheel drive rotors the perfect choice for 4-wheel drives. Bendix. Put your foot down with confidence.
Metricon wants you to live it up. Right now, Metricon is giving you up to $60,000 to upgrade your new Signature Series home with some of Australia's leading home brands. From kitchens to bathrooms to living spaces. Add the finishes that make it yours. The Metricon Live It Up celebration. On now. Visit metricon.com.au. Conditions apply. Eligible Studio M upgrades only. QBCC 40992.
That's the sound of a cricket bat being shaped. Concrete mixing. Socks being stitched. Made right here in Australia. And when you look for products certified with the green and gold kangaroo, you can be confident you're buying an Australian-made product. You're backing local businesses, jobs, and our economy. Look for Australian-made and buy Australian.
Nobody calls us with good news.
We hear from you when things have gone wrong.
When you're injured or sick because of your job.
When you've been hurt in a road accident.
When a trip to the shop ends in the back of an ambulance.
But it's okay. We know what to do. At Carbone Lawyers, we're experts in getting you compensation.
So remember, when things go wrong,
get Carbone on the phone.
Get Carbone on the phone.
Get Carbone on the phone.
We don't settle for less, neither should you.
Visit carbonelawyers.com.au or call 1800 369 888.
For 25 years, they've pushed buttons.
Hey, you stop laughing right now.
Pushed limits.
Give me a liter of cola.
And pushed their luck.
You boys like Mexico!
But it's never too late to push things a little farther.
Oh!
This August,
Nerd!
comedy makes a comeback.
This guy's actually kind of cute.
Super Troopers 3, only in cinemas August 6.
For 185 years, Elders Real Estate has been embedded in the fabric of our country. So when it's time to buy or sell in your part of Australia, you need a trusted name. Someone who knows Australian real estate like no other. Who understands that it's not just a house. It's your past. It's your focus. It's your future. Someone with a network that runs deep right across Australia. There's one name you can rely on. Elders Real Estate.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
Leicester paddles at the Lions' way. It'll come back though. Frankie Evans, Jagger Smith got it from Walsh. Bottom left-hand point of the square. A chopped ball inside forward 50. McGovern slipped, recovered off the step. What's Young doing there? So disappointed with giving away the free down the other end. He said, bugger this, I'm going forward. And he snaps their third from the left forward pocket. Wilmot, lengthy kick inside forward 50 for the Lions. Rainer flew, came off hands. Cameron tried to kick it off the deck and it was actually smothered off the ball. Somehow Draper's emerged. He just keeps throwing up nominations. If last week's wasn't good enough out of the square, how about a one-handed pick-up and banana from 20 out?
Maccas, I'm loving it moments. Never miss a moment of footy with McDelivery.
6 lead changes in that first term, but at the end of it, it was a 4-point lead to the Blues in Paddy Cripps' 250 at 6-3-39. The Blues 5-5-35. The Lions, Campbell Brown, Tom Papley on debut. Very impressive, boys. What did you make of it?
Yeah, great first quarter, great footy. Jagger Smith with the 10 touches, 8 handballs, but he just covers the ground so well. Cripper's getting into his work late in that quarter. Sam Walsh with 6 touches. So, yeah, great start from the Blues.
First couple of goals came out of centre clearance work, but then they were really impressive with their ball movement. The Blues from back half all the way through. I think they threw a couple of match-up changes and tactics that worked for them. Probably should be leading by a little bit more than they are at the moment, but you can't rest. You can't rest on your laurels against this very good Brisbane Lions side. It's going to take 120 minutes.
A lot of positivity coming too about the debut of Tom Papley in special comments. I'm sure you'd want to hear from Hutchie and the higher-ups, but I can tell you that the beautiful Evie Paps is very impressed with your work, and that is very high praise indeed. There is that man, Jagger Smith, coming out of the middle again, putting the Blues inside, forward 50. Kemp almost left hip width behind. He's had his measure early with a couple. Kitty Coleman taking the ground in a good burn tackle. Arm locked him. Wouldn't let him go. Forces a stop his left forward pocket.
He's half lucky there. That one arm was pinned. He had one free to try to get it out.
He's impressive, Burn, isn't he?
Sure is.
Last week.
Yeah, as he's getting a bit fitter and a bit more confident at this level, he's got some X factor.
Youngest player to ever kick 3+ goals and 4 score assists in a game.
Ever in the history of the game.
Oh, that's what the AIO stats are telling me, Dog.
Wow. That is very good.
No, thank you. Or did you mean him or?
Yeah, him.
Ball thrown in. Came off the foot of Berry. Was ripped out of Kitty Coleman's hands. And now Hewitt trying to fight his way through. Kemp the same. Oh, he rolled out of one and into another. And that's your Pryor. AFL Nation with the 4 and 20 sausage roll. Blues by 4 points. Host plus, that's a plus scoreboard. Will Ashcroft sends it to the outer side. Reveal takes a good mark because he was under close attention from Lord. Will Ashcroft having a very good last 6 games, Tom Papley.
Yeah, he is. I think he had 32 last week. Just racks them up. Big game player as well. Obviously with those 2 Norm Smith medalists, but he's a big cog to their midfield.
They just inch their way down the outer side, the Lions, and now come inboard to Leicester, king of the 1-year deal. To Berry, took it in front of Chera. Just angles the kick on the outside of the right. Answorth in game 100. Leicester on the drive-by. Spreads by hand to left half forward. Kitty Coleman just caressed it into the path for Cameron. 45 metres out, 45 angle. Gee, they slowed that roll all the way through, Paps. It was clinical.
I reckon Chris Fagan's said to him at quarter time there, let's get back to our game. The blueprint of Brisbane is chip, 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 all the way up the field, get forward of centre, handball, mark, and Cameron shot on goal. So Brisbane really want to get that un.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Jesus. There's a Bill Laurie right there.
What's that?
All right, folks.
Look, someone stole your voice box.
They haven't kicked 6 goals on me in 2 minutes.
It's just a minus. Are you all good?
I think I'm back, boys. But anyway.
Hello, Lloyd. We've got a couple
Very well made.
viewers watching regularly, which is very nice. Means that I'm not lonely in the chat room.
Yeah, and
Or just talking to myself.
works for them is it helps them maintain their energy for 4 quarters as well. Not a taxing way of playing.
Harris Andrews wanted a free kick.
In the comp, that last message.
Got it to Mitch McGovern.
Kitty Cat, no, you are being...
Great vision.
Go back and kick it, boy, George.
Will Ashcroft run over the mark.
This is what he can do, getting back through the corridor, and he kicked 3 last week. Beautiful set shot. In fact, Frankie Evans said he's the best set shot they've got in the team last week.
The crowd's blowing up there. That should have been 50 metres. Ashcroft ran past the man on the mark, didn't stand. The umpires called him back.
So he's 48 metres out, directly in front of goal. So Hewitt's going to kick from outside 50. He loads up the former Swan. This is going all the way to the line. The Blues fans rise. Oh, I think one of his teammates got a hand on it.
I think it was Kemp that went up with one hand. Isn't it funny, they pay 15 free kicks in that first quarter. Half of them shouldn't be there, but the one that should be there, that 50, they don't pay.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting conversation between Hewitt and Kemp, perhaps.
What was the soft call here? Was it?
I think it was a behind.
Okay, so it's going to be pretty hard to
touched.
It's going to be hard to overrule.
I do agree though with Frankie Evans. Georgie Hewitt, elite.
Looking at this angle, we can see the
just
ball
doesn't have that distance on him.
crossing the back of the goal line. Decision on scoreboards.
And it looks like it was touched by Kemp. Otherwise, that was a goal. That had beaten every Brisbane player on the line. So their lead will be 4 points again on the scoreboard for Host Plus. That's a plus. Played just over 4 minutes, second term. Elders Clock, Elders Finance here for you. Now they get moving.
Yes, he's been a bit unwell, but he's
kick. Harris Andrews held his ground and the mark.
he should be feeling better watching his beloved Lions. Oh, he's kicking back and relaxing and resting up.
Target in Lowman. Florent found it off the deck though. Lord levels it out. Walsh on the arc of defensive 50. Leicester slipped. Chera ran on. Forward handball was good to Hewitt, and then Hewitt just put Wilson into an awkward situation, and he's done holding the ball. A good Dunkley tackle. Quickly to Ashcroft.
Dunkley, the tackling machine.
Neat ball. Too cute on the kick, and Cowan gobbled it up.
Yeah, they've been very proactive with their positioning. Some of the Carlton defenders taking those intercept marks. Seen Chera take a couple. That was Cowan on that occasion.
Over-committing on the attempted fist was Harris Andrews, and Byrne, much smaller man, took the mark, realised Harris had flown past him, so he took off, took them to left half forward. Long kick to the top of the square. Berry got back and put 5 knuckles through it. And it's just a minor score, but the Blues doing all the attacking. They're catching Brisbane on the back foot time and time again, Tom.
Yeah, Brisbane have really shutting off that corridor, but Carlton went around them that time. They should have went around them when they tried to cut through the middle there, that last one. They went around that time and got through.
Leicester almost had the ball smothered off his boot. Harris Andrews just unceremoniously tried to throw Harry Mackay out of there, and you're not allowed to do that, Campbell Brown.
No, you're not. Another free.
So Mackay went to a 50-50.
Such a bad kick, that.
Was one of the 50. Off hands, Lohman rolled
Can't
in the
defend
tackle. Dunkley. Oh, Jagger Smith's got Will Ashcroft. Got a handball away. Gave it straight to Wilson, though. Wilson to the top of the square. Kemp out-muscled Leicester. Thought he played on, but he put his hand up and thought the better of it.
Well, it was such a dangerous kick. Short to a 50-50, shallow entry, and luckily they turned the ball back over, got a repeat inside 50 and one-on-one at the top of the square. Kemp was just too big and too strong for Dunkley. Lucky.
This is for his third.
Certainly is. AIA stats do it for life. This will give them a game high 11-point lead. Nurses it through. Kemp's got 3, Blues have got 7, and they've got an 11-point lead on the host plus. That's a plus scoreboard. 6.5 played, second term, Elders clock.
It's a good return for the year from Brodie Kemp. He's came into tonight with 25, so you add 3 to that. He's on 28, which is second behind McGovern. You're getting a more return out of Brodie Kemp than they have Mackay this year in terms of purely goal scoring. He's had a pinch hit in the ruck as well. He's become a what? A really pinch hit in the ruck. He's become a really versatile footballer. Pretty important for this Carlton forward structure.
Yeah, and he's doing well. I think he's really stretching that Brisbane defence with Hipwood down there as well. Not a natural defender. He's going really,
we've got to do something about these leakage of goals.
Pinch hit. Okay, I thought you said pig. Oh, what about the swivel and the kick? Bouncing it to centre half forward was pit net. It was picked off, though, by Fletcher. Wilmot coming through the middle, got it from Bailey. And a knuckle-breaker ball that Charlie Cameron overran. But Florent didn't. Gets a nice 1-2 with Dean, who put Lohman down and then stared him down after the fact. And the Florent kick found Ainsworth, defensive side of the broadcast wing. And Ainsworth mans the mark. How often have those two been miscalled as each other? Ainsworth. It can get confusing. Bottom edge of the square, Fletcher. Talk amongst yourselves. Bailey fired out a handball. Berry having a hard time controlling the oval ball. Eventually got a handle on it to Harris Andrews, and Bailey's going to retreat. Sticks the kick back to Hipwood. He's going to come back in the same direction. Oh, Harris Andrews just rose up with one hand. It's stuck like those old Velcro balls on those paddles, Brandy, that we used to have.
Yeah, or one of Trav Cloak's gloves.
Yep. Second Trav Cloak mentioned. Levi Ashcroft into the corridor. Cam Rayner still in their defensive half. Florent just cannoned into the back of Bailey. Advantage is paid. McCluggage, front edge of the square. Wobbly ball to the top of the square. Lohman almost the mark. Dean did enough to disrupt it. Dirksen comes in to lend a hand. And they drill Lohman in a tackle to force a stoppage. About 15 out.
That's the kicking game. They turn and assess so quick. Just chip mark again, and long in deep to Lohman there. Nearly marked it, but you can see what Brisbane are trying to do to Carlton here.
Deep right forward pocket. Pitnet palmed it to Lohman. Snaps across the face of goal. It's going to bounce from right forward pocket to left forward pocket. And for a boundary throw in. So 7-5-47, the Blues. 11 points in front of the Lions. 5-6-36, 9.5 played. Host plus, that's a plus scoreboard second term.
Hasn't Harry Dean just had a great first year? Tough position, though. Wiedering out there at the moment. He's a key defender, and they found a 250 gamer.
Draper slapped it away from the Lions' goal. Fletcher was all entangled in the end. Rayner burst through one, but not the second. Florent got him, and that's
by
over
11
the ball.
so far.
Their pressure's up, their intensity's there, and their game plan is holding up against this premiership side.
Those high half backs are doing really well on Brisbane high half forwards. Nullifying them really well. Haven't seen much of Bailey, Rayner, the likes, so they're doing really well.
They're going to switch. It's going to come off okay. Lord, long kick from Dirksen. Hit up Lord nicely. He stuck a low one, just required to Young. Lord comes past. Gets another. Drew the man forward and got it to Walsh. Walsh arches back towards the corridor. That's a brilliant kick. Just threaded through a sea of players to Cottrell. Cottrell tried to play it forward. It was a good spoil from Leicester. Mackay was worked into the ground by Harris Andrews, and All the bodies come in to force a stoppage. 25 out directly in front of the Blues goal, Campbell Brown.
Blake Acres is getting frustrated. He was streaming down towards goal, was on. If the kick looked longer, they went short and missed it, but he's working hard, Blake Acres.
Hewitt the same. He threw that out straight up the chimney. That's gone 70 up and 0.05 long.
Yes.
It was allowed to bounce. Brisbane numbers at the fall of the ball. Fletcher bumped off it by Frankie Evans, but he got the kick to Lockie Neal, last line of defence.
Amazing. There would have been 15 players around that, and it was allowed to bounce.
Reveal. See, that was kicked with a fair bit of pepper. He's going to get it back, Reveal, from Levi Ashcroft. He bounds down the outer side, kicked it to grass. Right in the middle. It's all Carlton there. Oh, Rayner put a big hit on Dean, planted him like a tree. And the advantage is paid, so Wilson spreads to the broadcast side, almost kicked it over the head of Walsh, but he just finger-tipped it with the flight, and Berry was bearing down. That could have got ugly. Strange kick off the instep. That went 8 metres.
They folded all their numbers back here, Brisbane. There's no space.
Hewitt back to Walsh. He ran straight at Berry, so he had to spread wide by hand. Now, Florence got a very good finish on him. He's only 5 metres in from the boundary. He puts it right into the square. That is a big, big pack mark. Double foot jump from Kemp to claim it.
He is just taking this game over, Tommy. This is for 4 in the first half.
4. I think that's the play that Carlton really have to keep doing. The overlap handball. They didn't do it that first one with Walsh, and he marks it and they get back. But that overlap handball creates the deep entry, and Kemp marks going back for his 4th goal.
The man on the mark's to the left of the goal square, so he's only going to kick this about 12 metres. 1 step, snap. He's got 4. Second in the quarter. They've got a game-high 17-point lead, the Blues. Kemp came to play.
Equal career high. He's kicked 4 on 2 occasions before. Once earlier this year against Fremantle, and then once against the West Coast Eagles, round 23 of 2024. So he's got 4 still with plenty of time to go here in this second term. They just don't have a matchup for him at the moment. He's too versatile. They've got the matchup they want on Harry Mackay, which is Harris Andrews. But at the moment, Hipwood is getting found out defensively.
Those matchups for Holman Plumbing, trusted quality Aussie standards. Perhaps what are the Blues doing that's impressing you the most?
I think they're breaking even in clearance like we spoke about, but then turning the ball over high and getting the ball in deep and scoring really well.
Giants by 17 in the shadows of three-quarter time. Walsh comes away with it from the centre clearance into the left forward pocket. Ball there to be won. Hipwood couldn't. Haywood could. Fired it back to Burns. Another ankle breaker on Fletcher. And he's found Kemp. No, it's Cottrell all alone. Put the binoculars up, Sam.
Get the aloe vera out, because a couple of Brisbane Lions defenders are getting Taylor burned tonight out there at Marvel.
Fuck.
I said they were even in stoppages, that's clearance, but centre bounce clearances, that's 9 to 5 now.
Lather him up.
He's got a delightful dance step. Man on the mark's only 20 metres out. Cottrell left forward pocket. The celebration will be good. Paps, keep an eye on it.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, what's
Look at
this?
the shrug.
It's Power Walker. He's rolled out the Power Walker.
I think we had an Australian gold. We had an Australian gold medalist today, the Com Games. He might have been imitating him. I've got no idea what his name is.
What's that guy's name?
Do you reckon it was Ric Flair?
I thought he was Ric Flairing. I wonder if he give it a big woo.
Now there's conjecture. Perhaps you're our celebratory expert.
Let's have a look.
We need to know who the Com Games
Yeah, it's getting a bit ridiculous.
There's a bit of Kerry Saxby Jr. about it, but I'm showing my age there, Brownie.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Dale. Can we borrow a couple Pies players? What's Dacos doing at the moment? Can he jog to the... Can he jog to Marvel Stadium for us?
Isaac Beecroft. It's Beecroft.
He did a Beecroft thing, Cottrell.
Brilliant.
We've never seen that before. It's
Oh,
original.
I think I might have messed up, Dan.
The word from Will and Ollie,
That message.
that he's the, call it the class clown, but brings the energy in the
That's
locker
what happens
room.
when you have
can
a
see
cheap
why there.
mouse.
All the players getting around him, those good stuff.
I hope he's packed the harmonica tonight.
Yes.
Might need to pull it out.
Blues have kicked every goal this quarter, the three of them. They've got a 23-point lead. Rayner runs out of the middle and just rams it onto the right boot, and it sprays.
Fucking
on the
spraying
bounce,
out.
Out of bounds,
They're just
left
a bit
foot
off
pocket,
tonight.
vacant goal square, and he
Fuck's
just couldn't
sake,
get the
Rayner.
purchase on that pill.
Get your shit
On these
together.
kicks through the corridor, a couple of uncharacteristic fumbles, and that was just a shank.
Boundary throw in for Thrive, your streamlined small business growth platform. Parried towards goal by Draper. Landed in the lap of Zach Bailey. And he was claimed in a tackle. So we'll have it tossed up, 35 out directly in front of the Lions goal. They trail by 23 points. Draper took it out of the ruck, threw it onto the right shoe, trying to work it back towards goal. Lyman didn't run out of real estate. He went out, ball didn't. Oh, but Akers made sure he did, and they go face to face, nose to nose.
All of a sudden, Carlton are playing with a swagger and a physicality about them that we didn't see for 10 weeks.
Blues right on top in this. Draper slaps it forward. Dunkley wanted a free kick. There were none forthcoming. Blake Akers wanted the boundary, found it. Lions wanted an insufficient
one behind.
Tommy Papley.
I think Brisbane will like this. Repeat stoppages, put the
Oh,
on,
we'll give them the Brownlow
Carlton
points.
had all the play here, but
Easy,
more repeat,
they can
more
have all
50
three.
stoppages. A good chance here to get one.
Blues by 23 points.
And if you were wondering, the only other player to score Brownlow points when he wasn't playing a match was Chris Judd. There you go. Fun fact.
He sizzled the kick on the bounce inside. Lester lost his footing. Kemp over the top to Cottrell.
Fuck.
Give us another Beecroft.
Fuck off.
He dribbled it on the right. And he's got again. And he's got friends. Multiple Beecrofts in celebration.
That ball movement was explosive from the back half. They win the stoppage, chain it out through the middle. Fantastic kick.
Starting to understand why Dale hates this team.
Just got it into some one-on-ones and great passage of play. He also had Harry Mackay over the top for a walk-in goal if he needed it. But Haywood, look at him. He's pointed at Cottrell, and they've both started doing it. It's iconic.
It was Haywood who kicked the goal.
That's it, though.
Yeah, they're all a bit sick at the moment. I don't know what's going on. But the halftime speech is going to be interesting from Fagan. 4 goals to nothing. The Lions are all sorts of trouble.
And we're loving what Carlton are bringing to the table here. They've got the centre clearance again. They're dominating the line.
Don't forget to smash that like button, folks. I think we have a grand total of 2. So we would like to have a few more for tonight.
Haywood took the mark under Berry pressure. They've got players out just about everywhere. Ainsworth's got back, runs away from Fletcher. Forward handball is good. Now Frankie wants to get involved. He put it across the face.
What the house down.
A lot of shaved head forwards, which is
they're just outworking them, though. They are just they're turning the ball over in the back half and then just outworking them on spread and getting very good looks at the moment.
4 goals, 2 from defensive mid turnovers. Huge number in the first half.
Leicester went with the flight, but there was a good fist in there. Akers puts it to the top of the square. Fletcher just out-bodied McGovern in the end and took an intercept mark. Quickly to Berry, left back pocket. He's got Dunkley over the top if he wants to use him, and he does. Broadcast side of the ground. Gee, this is being played at a pace. Lions have scored just the 1 behind in this quarter, perhaps. Host plus, that's a plus scoreboard.
Yeah.
It's a great kick from McKenna.
Fort took the mark. Cowan couldn't get a fist on it. Bottom left-hand point of the square. Inboard is good. Will Ashcroft. Player all alone in the right forward pocket is Loman. Dean almost got there, though. Oh, Loman threw a little elbow back. Got to be careful.
Yeah, and look, this is going to go all the way back to McGovern getting out-bodied on the defence and his top of the goal square. He has to find a way to bring that ball to ground. Instead, the Lions just chain it out. They had overlap everywhere. And the great kick back into the corridor you mentioned, Pat, just opened the field up beautifully for the Brisbane forwards.
I wonder if Loman brings out a walk here. He did the Ric Flair in the grand final, didn't he? Maybe that's what I was thinking of, the Ric Flair.
Blues have kicked 6 in a row. Loman on the runway, just snuck it in. From 25 out, he's got a couple. Tight angle of goal.
When they need a spark, it's quite often Loman very rarely wastes opportunities in front of goal, but again, they're the little things. You got a really good, strong contest at the top of the goal square. McGovern should
Carl Loman, we put our trust in you.
transition was superb. And
No, it never is. You're all Storm supporter? Yeah, well, I mean,
fought under a bit of pressure. Just
you can't complain too much if you're a Storm supporter because you've had it good for the past 20 years. You're a bit like Geelong, right?
See if they can get the momentum going now from CB.
It's very weird to see the Storm miss the
This
finals.
winter, Ream, of course. Tom Papley, Campbell Brown for Power Bay Quality Solar Solutions. Blues by 24 points. Neil missed Will Ashcroft by hand. Pitnet just punched it forward. Hewitt shredded one tackle, evaded another. Now onto the right. Inside forward 50. Blues go again. Leicester outpoints McGovern.
That's 2 in a row.
Oh, McGovern's got a smother on that from the Leicester kick, and it's all Blues at the fall of the ball. Byrne comes through. Forward handball is good. Jagger Smith takes it, turns, kicks towards goal, and it's going to bounce. And it's going to bounce through.
Shit!
Jagger Smith, Jags won. A quick reply. 30 points again, the Blues.
Well, we saw Kemp accidentally spoil George Hewitt's shot on goal. That was magnificent play because he jumped to shepherd the ball through. He knew what he was doing. The kick was going to be short.
God damn it.
And well done for staying in the game, McGovern. I was going to be very critical again. Another opportunity where he's outpointed, but he stayed in the game on the mark, which created that turnover. Smart football.
Speaking to someone who's hot, Sammy. 15 touches, 1 goal, 6 scoring involvements. Jagger Smith.
They've kept
great AIA stats. Do it for life. Was there a free kick to Hipwood? Kemp flew.
No, there wasn't.
And Hipwood wanted a free, saying that it took him out.
Lockie Neal just 2 touches this quarter.
That's a big AIA stat. Draper slapped it forward. Rayner put one down, but it was Cripps that came up with the footy. Dirksen just drives it to centre forward again, and it was Wilmot took a timely mark.
This
In
is
front of the yard. Oh, now he's almost been partially smothered.
not
On the
good,
bounce,
yeah.
Ashcroft still in the defensive half. Hipwood just heaves it out to the outer side, and Chera climbed over a couple to take one. They're very sloppy at the moment. Brisbane, Campbell by foot. They're not getting back off the mark. They're making uncharacteristic errors.
Yeah, you're going to lose your house, mate.
Side of the ground.
It's going to be property of the Blues.
Bounce, Young. He went out, ball stayed in, although the umpire said no. It's going to be called back. The goal was scored by McGovern, and it's not going to count.
I can honestly say he kicked that in frustration. He kicked that as hard as he possibly could because I reckon he heard the whistle. Bit unlucky.
Did it go through?
Yeah, went through all right. That ball stays in. It's another Carlton goal.
Cripps scrounging away, foraging for a ball on the deck.
They're just being a bit cute, Sammy. They're not pushing back off the mark. They're trying to invent kicks through the corridor that aren't quite there.
Blues by 30 points. Hewitt's having a good day. Got pantsed by Will Ashcroft. Haywood got it up. Oh, it was actually Frankie Evans who got it up off the deck. McKenna got the lines out of a jam to the broadcast side of the ground. Dirksen slid on the knees, drove a handball out wide. Haywood got it to Florent over the top. Jagger Smith, inboard handball. Now what's Dean doing? Oh, yes indeed, Dean! First goal in AFL footy, and they've got to find him because he's in amongst the Blues crowd.
They've turned into the Harlem Globetrotters, this Carlton side. Unbelievable goal.
One of the most popular.
Are you fucking kidding me?
In Blues
To mention I ran. Oh, well, that's okay.
Making his own mark.
From Carlton is a lengthy overlap handball that we spoke about. Handball. The last one from Florence to Dean. He kicks the goal. The energy they're playing with. Jeez, this is really good to see from Carlton. The crowd's up and about.
Are we screwed already?
It's infectious, isn't it? Everyone's playing their role. Dirksen winning that ground ball. Good chain of handballs, but the hat kick out of defensive 50 from Brisbane's coming undone because they're setting up so well behind the footy and the pressure on the ball carrier is there. This is great football from the Blues.
It's not the end of the world if we do lose this match, but it makes things hard for us on the ladder.
The Dunkley kick.
I'll tell you who didn't revel in it. His opponent, Bruce Revel, who was chasing him.
Nicely done. Dirksen, another very good intercept mark, and there is Dean. Listen to this.
They love him. He's a cult hero. We haven't had one at Carlton since Tom Alvin.
His old man was a premiership hero, multiple, and I think the son might be more popular.
Who else has been Bruce Dool? He was an icon.
Yep. Loosh.
I can't go far that far back, boys.
Oh, yeah.
1990s. I know Brucey Dool, though.
Brisbane down the line. There's Dean. Big fist from Dean. Even a spoil gets them up out of their seat.
Is it Linko?
Bailey
No, Luitas, it's getting a bit...
Oscar Allen got a nice sit over the top through an opponent. Charlie Cameron from a tight angle.
It's getting...
Oh, that is a superb finish.
It's getting real bad here.
Country road here.
That's a good goal. Drop punt from the boundary line on the right.
Oh, we got one.
Back to 30 points.
Crucial goal.
Just keep in touch, don't they? The Loman goal, that goal. You can't rest on
We
your
can kick
laurels
another quick
against
goal.
this
That might
really
make
good
me
side.
feel a little better.
Back and bite you, and they're dominating the Blues, but you just feel that the Lions just stay in touch and kick goals quickly as well.
Cameron's second goal. Now we've got a boundary update for Thrive.
There's a fart in his piece.
Who came into the rest of Dane Zorko was failed
well,
assessment.
yeah.
He's out of the game with concussion. That's a big out.
That's also
It is
not wanted.
That run and carry, and that was from that incident right in front of us here on the wing when he tried to run into Haywood and he got up a bit groggy.
Looks like McKenna's gone back as well, so that might be the change there to get that run going like you spoke about, Brownie, because Q Coleman's now out. Wilmot, McKenna to get that run going for Brisbane.
Jagger Smith brought his own ball.
I hope so, Dale.
Through, coming back into the corridor.
It's going to be embarrassing if we lose to the Blues.
Straight to goal. Rolls the ball and says, I'm having a shot from 50 on a 45.
Lord hasn't played a lot of footy, just 29 games, but his ball use and decision-making out of the back half tonight on multiple occasions has been first class.
I'd love to see him kick this. Is he pulling out the walk again? If he kicks it, surely.
Has to.
50 metres out.
He pulled out the Isaac Beecroft to kick his first, and then Will Haywood emulated it with the next goal. Cottrell from 50. Yeah, he knew straight away. He was already pulling the mouthguard out of the boot and getting into his position. It's just to the left and a minor score. But
oh, not that bad. Oh.
Plus, that's a plus scoreboard.
We haven't reached those levels yet.
I think it was insurmountable if the Blues...
Save it for the second half, if things get really bad. I mean, I think my lowest as a fan was watching Lepage as a coach. That's when you really felt like you were going nowhere as a club.
25 plus 126 uncontested marks, 113 plus 25 for Carlton.
Dean's outpointing Logan Morris as well.
Dean's taking him to school. Cherry, nice mark. McKenna couldn't get a fingertip on it. What are the Blues denying Brisbane at the moment, perhaps?
I think that's the uncontested mark, ball movement. They've done it twice this quarter, I think, and they've scored both times. They're not marking. I think that's one of the first intercept marks, maybe second one, all half from Andrews.
They can't get their flow, going. Even this is slow ball movement, long down the line.
Broadcast wing. Oscar Allen just double palmed it down into a path for Berry. He was confronted, so dropped the handball up over the top. Logan Morris did well because Jagger Smith dropped the left shoulder and Morris got low as well.
Exactly what you want. Long down the line, Brownie. Stop the uncontested marks. Set up the ground.
Pitnet. Close quarter palm down. Dunkley there to accept it. Neil almost was able to find a way through, but just couldn't.
Getting very close to half-time, folks.
Off the kick. Crowd wanted holding the ball. Neil, little give back to Fort.
But stick around. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in AFL stuff.
Rayner bumped off Charlie Cameron. In fact, it's a free kick for a throw. Everything going Carlton's way at the moment, and they're wasting no time. Their counter-attack has been giving the Brisbane Lions whiplash.
Set up well behind the ball here. Harry Mackay's run the other way because they've played advantage. He's got stuck out one side.
31 points is the lead. They turn it over, coming back through the corridor. Dunkley, McCluggage, tunnel ball, handball. Allen got to be clean here. Rayner almost lost his footing. Back to Neil on the arc of 50. Cruising past. Will Ashcroft. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Come on, Will.
And just inexcusable. There's a minute and 12 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go.
You do not need to be taking high-risk kicks back through the corridor. You've got complete control of this game of footy. Situation, match awareness. You should have your leaders out there saying, hey, boys, slow, long down the line, take some time off the clock. They've gifted another goal that was very preventable to this Brisbane line side.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, most people don't click the like button because the lurkers, so they just like to sit back and relax and watch.
Go in the blink of an eye. If errors like that just didn't have to happen.
Giants by 18 points. 10.5 into the last quarter at the Adelaide Oval. Chemist Warehouse, saving your prescription Chemist Warehouse. Good tackle in the middle, gave it to Dunkley. It was in slow-mo, the arc around from Neal to get away from Pitt and Ed. He fires him inside forward 50. Morris almost got it when he hit the ground again, forcing his way through. The traffic was McCluggage. Rayner came up with it, got rid of one. Ashcroft again on the end of a handball, and it's wash, rinse, repeat.
That's what they can
Just
do.
got over the line. The Will Ashcroft snap from 30 out directly in front. 3 in a row.
Do a little bit of promo.
19 points.
And the power through the core there of Rayner just to sort of break
We
through
got
that tackle, keep his feet, and dish it out to
lots of creative stuff on my website there. Very Melbourne-oriented crawlers. Yeah, well, there we go. Another goal.
Exactly right. 2 in a row. Crucial goals. 19 points now. These Carlton be flat with this. 2 crucial goals late in the end of the half.
Do you still call it red time?
Yeah, red time.
And they're the worst goals to concede.
Or, hang on.
Just reviewing this. Harvey
Oh no.
Harvey Norman upgrade and save on selected TVs, fridges, washers and more. Was all the ball over the line. I think we're going to continue to have another look at it.
Time has lapsed.
So please hold, and an operator will be with you shortly.
They better not. High drama here, folks.
So it is a 19-point Blues advantage, but Walsh is bringing them out of the middle. Jagger Smith's been in just about everything. Got to be
It's
quick.
good.
Gone. And look who it is again.
Will Ashcroft has just picked up this Brisbane line side, put it on his back.
Gave it to McKenna on the burst. Another late
This
one's
is
really going to hurt.
this
Ryan
is
was worked
Vossi
up
like.
pretty well by Cowan. Had to go back and find it. Kick just has to be clean. He bounces it in front of Lord. Confronted by Wilmot.
Leading the charge.
When Wilmot did. Loads up. Top of the square. Cameron. It was young and decisive.
NRL
miss
kickers.
at an important time. And they concede a minor score, and it's 3 straight kicks in it. 18 points.
Cooper Lord won't want to see that replay again. He did see it just jumped out of the way.
Oh, there's the side.
No, half time.
With a late burst. Blues gone out to 36 ahead. And it is an 18-point lead at the main break at Marvel Stadium on a highly entertaining Saturday night under the roof on AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 sausage roll. We'll get Campbell Brown and Tom Papley.
Did you see the
through it all with a fine-tooth comb.
I think I actually
on the other side
was going to
of
actually
this.
mention it.
Scores at
The
half-time,
rugby league
12-7-71
score when
on the
one
Blues.
team scored 80
Kent's got 4
points
of those,
in a
moved
match.
to
That was pretty wild.
9-7-61, and that is all on the Host Plus. That's a Plus scoreboard. Host Plus named Best Super Fun by Money Magazine, Finder and Mozo. That's a Plus issued by Host Plus Pty Ltd. Check the PDS and TMD at hostplus.com.au.
That quarter on AFL
But yes,
Nation
I will
was
be
for Host
taking a
Plus,
little
named
break
Best
myself.
Super
But
Fun by Money
if you
Magazine, Finder and
want
Mozo.
to,
That's a Plus. Issued by Host Plus Pizza
we don't
Pub.
have
Check
YouTube
the PDS
membership,
and
but we
TMD
do
at
have
hostplus.com.au.
coffee membership if you like to support the site and what we
When you're
do,
at work,
all this work
but you
here
hear about the quarter
takes
pounder
time and money.
deluxe, you don't
But
Macca's walk.
Roosters, that's right, the Roosters, big match.
Number 12.
You
But
Macca's
yes,
run. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
but
Available after 10:30 a.m.
Rush into
join
Chemist
the
Warehouse
side
for this
membership.
week's
I think it's
amazing
$10
offers.
a month,
Right
and that
now,
helps
get
us
half price off RRP on the Bygland range, excluding bulk sizes.
with
Pick up Bygland
microphones
Platinum
and
Glycine
cameras
Plus, 30
and
tablets for
lights
just
and
$12.49. Don't stress.
all the stuff that
Bygland
we do
Ashwagandha
get for
60
the
capsules
site.
are now only $17.49.
But I'm going to go for my
Muscle
little
support?
break
You'll
now.
be glad to know that Bygland Active Magnesium Citrate 200
And,
tablets are $19.99.
fingers crossed the
Plus Bygland
Lions
Red
can-
Krill Oil Double Strength 1000
can
milligrams
work
60
out their
capsules
problems.
at $22.49. Half price equals
Big
full
comeback.
joy. Chemist Warehouse.
I'll be
Great
back soon,
savings
folks.
every day.
G'day, it's Ken Hinkley here. Through my life in footy, I learnt that for team success, your entire organisation needs to stay aligned. It's the same for your family when driving on the roads. The number one team to turn to is Tyre Power. Getting from A to B is important, but so is family value, fair pricing, fuel efficiency, and premiership winning service. Tyre Power delivers all that and more.
Exclusive to Tyre Power. During the Power Up sale on now, buy 3, get 1 free on Pirelli Cinturato tyres.
Visit tyrepower.com.au.
Upgrade and save now at Harvey Norman. Upgrade to a big screen TV. Upgrade and save $350 on Hisense 100-inch QLED. Upgrade to a robot vac. Upgrade and save $200 on Dreamy Aqua 10 Ultra. Upgrade the fridge. Upgrade and save $250 on LG French door. Upgrade the coffee machine. Upgrade and save $320 on Breville Oracle Jet. More in store and online at Harvey Norman now. Conditions apply.
Go, Harvey, go!
At Bupa, we're the proud member partner of the Carlton Football Club. We're backing the Blues and your health so you can catch every chant, every nail biter, and every victory. Bupa, everything for health.
Pre-game nerves? Post-game bragging rights? Get to Kingpin wearing your team's colours on game day and get a free upgrade from schooner to pint of Hans Super Dry. T's and C's apply. Please drink responsibly. Established at Crown Complex and now open on Collins Street. Escape ordinary at Kingpin.
That's the sound of a cricket bat being shaped. Concrete mixing. Socks being stitched. Made right here in Australia. And when you look for products certified with the green and gold kangaroo, you can be confident you're buying an Australian-made product. You're backing local businesses, jobs, and our economy. Look for Australian-made and buy Australian.
Nobody calls us with good news.
We hear from you when things have gone wrong.
When you're injured or sick because of your job.
When you've been hurt in a road accident.
When a trip to the shop ends in the back of an ambulance.
But it's okay. We know what to do. At Carbone Lawyers, we're experts in getting you compensation.
So remember, when things go wrong,
Get Carbone on the phone.
Get Carbone on the phone.
get Carbone on the phone.
We don't settle for less, neither should you.
Visit carbonelawyers.com.au or call 1800 369 888.
Tundra. Toyota's flagship truck is here with our most powerful performance hybrid engine, undeniable Toyota quality, and a 4.5-ton brake towing capacity. It's ready to work hard and play harder. Question is, are you ready for it? Toyota Tundra. Ready for everything and available now. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. Check Vehicle's Owner's Manual and Toyota Basic Towing Guide before attaching loads.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
Dirksen slid on the knees, drove a handball out wide. Haywood got it to Florent, over the top, Jagger Smith, inboard handball. Now what's Dean doing? Oh, yes indeed, Dean! First goal in AFL footy and they've got to find him because he's in amongst the Blues crowd.
They've turned into the Harlem Globetrotters, this Carlton side. Unbelievable goal.
One of the most popular first goals scored in Blues football. Son of a legend, making his own mark. Brisbane down the line, there's Dean. Big fist from Dean, even a spoil gets them up out of their seat.
There's a Linko.
Bailey taken to his seat. McKenna wobbles one to right half forward. Oscar Allen got a nice hit over the top through an opponent. Charlie Cameron from a tight angle. Oh, that is a superb finish.
Maccas, I'm loving it moments. Never miss a moment of footy with McDelivery.
Oh, this is quite the game at Marvel Stadium on a Saturday night on AFL Nation. The Blues got out to a 36-point lead, as you heard from Campbell Brown. It was Globetrotter-esque. Party tricks, celebrations that we've never seen before that had Tom Papley up and about. It had just about everything. The Maccas, I'm loving at moments. You can never miss a moment of footy with McDelivery. So what a Choices Flooring halftime floor show this promises to be.
The halftime floor show for Choices Flooring. Better floors, better living. Win a luxury crown posture bedroom makeover.
12-7-79, the Blues led by as much as 36 points before Brisbane got 3 in a row. 9-7-61, the Lions, 18-point Blues lead. Choices Flooring, floors that do more? For Power Bay, the thoughts of our two experts. Boys, just a word on what you experienced and what we all experienced in that first half. Brandy?
It was a brilliant first half of football. Complete dominance in that second quarter from Carlton. They'd be extremely disappointed they conceded those 2 goals late. It's now game on again, as you would always expect against a good side like Brisbane. But brilliant ball movement has been the key.
Yeah,
Perhaps?
absolutely. I think the forward half game that Carlton's playing, turning the ball over high, that overlap handball, and they're scoring very well when they go inside 50. I think Brisbane sort of will go into their rooms at half-time with their tail up a little bit. Bit of confidence back there late in the second quarter. Fagan will get them going again, get that uncontested mark game going. I think they're getting beaten around the contest and clearance, which is winning Carlton the game.
The stats leaders for AIA, protect what matters most. AIA, do it for life. A couple of numbers that are jumping off the page from each of you.
Joshy Dunkley's had 15 touches, 7 tackles. He's just blue collar. You love having a bloke like him in the side. Alternatively for the Blues, Jagger Smith just accumulated 17. Ollie Florent across the half-back line, 15 along with Sammy Walsh.
Will Ashcroft, 2 goals, 15 touches. Crucial, 2 goals late in the second.
His last 6 games, by the way, 32.5 disposals, 7 marks, 1.5 or 1.2 goals, 10.3 score involvements. That's what he's averaging in his last 6 games. He's on a hot streak at the moment. What was the unmissable moment for Drinkwise? You won't miss a moment if you Drinkwise. Hard to pick.
Yeah, I like the Matty Cottrell. Great snap and celebration. That just sparked the boys, and they got on a bit of a run after that.
And I've got
The
Dean.
Beecroft celebration was elite.
Yeah, mine's Dean. Gone mad he has when he's kicked that left foot snap and celebrated with the crowd as well, which is great to see.
I reckon his old man, it would have put a smile on his face. I grew up at South Bendigo, and his photo was just on every wall, Peter Dean. So what a great moment that would have been for the Dean family.
Right up there with the 95 celebration when he jumped off the top of the podium. Do you remember that? Fell.
Pat,
I definitely don't.
What year were
I
you?
wasn't born.
What year were
96 I was born.
Oh, jeez.
We were talking today, Harry Kyle, 2007 he's born. Like in the rooms before the game. 2007, Harry Kyle.
Do yourself a favour and look at the Peter Dean celebration. It was a real Frank Lowy moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
The tackler of the game, well, you just already gave it to Josh Dunkley for Bar Crusher Boats. Tackle your next fishing adventure in a Bar Crusher.
The Will Ashcroft tackle late on Jagger Smith, like he single-handedly turned the momentum back towards Brisbane.
1% of the game so far, perhaps, for -1 refrigerated transport, your trusted Australian family business for all things refrigerated logistics Australia-wide.
Has to be that Taylor Burns smother in the left-hand pocket. Goes for the left foot, checks on and hits the post. Would have been one of the goals of the year.
If go watch White Man Can't Jump, it was the Sydney Dean. He threw it right up high, got him up in the air, got underneath him, and off he went. And it was all set for one of the all-timers. It wasn't to be. Who has been the player of the game so far for both? Just give us 2 nominations each, thanks to World 360 Rewards. More points, more travel, World 360 Rewards. Who is on their way to earning the votes today?
Well, Brodie Kemp has 4 first-half goals. In his career, he's only kicked 4 goals on 2 other occasions. He's having a significant say in proceedings up forward, especially when they isolate a matchup with him one-on-one.
Jagger Smith, for me, 17 touches, 1 goal, 8 score involvements, 12 handballs with 5 kicks. So he's still getting those score involvements with the handballs as well. So even if he can get a few more kicks in the second half, front of centre, look out.
Our travel partner is Signet. Stay powered 24/7 with Signet AFL Club Power Banks. Perhaps has got one in the Sydney Swans colours. We go to Adelaide, Melbourne, Perth, Gold Coast and Brisbane during round 21. It just wouldn't leave home without the Signet Boost Power Bank. Now, if you're watching the footy at home, open up the SEN app. Use SEN Sync to match your TV with the AFL Nation broadcast. We do that for Australian-made, made to support Australians right here. And don't forget, Choices Flooring giving away the ultimate VIP Grand Final experience. You and a mate could experience all the hype of Grand Final week firsthand, then be at the big match itself, the 2026 Toyota AFL Grand Final. Head to SEN Win to enter now.
Well,
this has been the halftime floor show for Choices
halftime
Flooring.
and
To do more AFL Nation for 4 and 20 pies, Australia's original fan food. Now, when we come back,
getting
Tom
towards
Papley,
100
Campbell
views
Brown
for the
will
night.
set up
So
both teams are going to take a team each and
Big-
talk through what they need to
big
get on
thanks to
top
those
of the
who are
areas
watching
they need
on.
to get on top in to get a win in what's been one of the very good games of the season so far. And as we go to the break, the goal of the day so far for Beaumont's where bathrooms begin. Beaumont's for bathroom wear.
The goal of the day for Beaumont's, where bathrooms begin.
Dirksen slid on the knees, drove a handball out wide. Hayward got it to Florent, over the top, Jagger Smith, inboard handball. Now what's Dean doing? Oh, yes indeed, Dean! First goal in AFL footy and they've got to find him because he's in amongst the Blues crowd.
They've turned into the Harlem Globetrotters, this Carlton side. Unbelievable goal.
One of the most popular first goals scored in Blues football. Son of a legend, making his own mark.
You're listening to AFL Nation for 4 and 20 Pies, Australia's original fan food.
I wouldn't mind having a 4 and 20 pie.
If someone tells you the new Quarter Pounder barbecue bacon is here, you don't Macca's walk.
Hong Kong games.
I'll be right back. Number 43.
You Macca's run. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Available after 10:30 a.m.
Take on any challenge with Bendix Ultimate 4-wheel drive disc brake rotors. These rotors provide increased strength and wear resistance, helping prevent brake fade under heavy loads or extreme heat. Built for towing, touring and demanding off-road conditions, they deliver reliable braking performance when you need it most. And thanks to the Swift Fit coating, installs are faster and cleaner, making Ultimate 4-wheel drive rotors the perfect choice for 4-wheel drives. Bendix. Put your foot down with confidence.
Rush into Chemist Warehouse for this week's amazing offers. Right now, get half price off RRP on the Bioglan range, excluding bulk sizes. Pick up Bioglan Platinum Iron Glycinate Plus 30 tablets for just $12.49. Don't stress, Bioglan Ashwagandha 60 capsules are now only $17.49. Muscle support? You'll be glad to know that Bioglan Active Magnesium Citrate 200 tablets are $19.99. Plus Bioglan Red Krill Oil Double Strength 1000 milligrams 60 capsules are $22.49. Half price equals full joy. Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
At Booper, we're the proud member partner of the Carlton Football Club. We're backing the Blues and your health so you can catch every chant, every nail biter, and every victory. Booper. Everything for health.
Metricon wants you to live it up. Right now, Metricon is giving you up to $60,000 to upgrade your new Signature Series home with some of Australia's leading home brands. From kitchens to bathrooms to living spaces. Add the finishes that make it yours. The Metricon Live It Up celebration. On now. Visit metricon.com.au. Conditions apply. Eligible Studio M upgrades only. QBCC 40992.
Saints Radio comes to the SEN app. Awaken proudly presents St Kilda v Sydney this Arvo at Marvel Stadium.
Liam Ryan, loving life as a Saint.
Join myself, John Donahoe, Mark Fine, plus Saints legends Ozzie Jones and Andrew Thompson as the Saints look to continue their push for the finals.
And the Saints claim the lead.
And it's all about our Saints. Don't miss Saints Radio today from 1 p.m. on the SEN app. Are you at a crossroads in life? Your breakthrough starts with Awaken. App launching August 22.
When you're out and about with old friends, new friends, or even teammates from the footy club, Level Up Adelaide is the ultimate late night playground, featuring a private golf sim room, pool tables, darts, karaoke, and stacks more. Level Up is a must. Perfect for post-game drinks, Friday knockoffs, and private functions. Located in the heart of the CBD on Hindley Street. Level Up is open from 5 p.m. daily. Walk-ins welcome or book at levelupoz.com.au.
OMF's winter sale is on. Time to get comfy. Buy any base, bed frame or bedroom item and get up to 60% off selected mattresses. Like the Revivify mattress for under $900 or the Urban mattress for under $1,600. Plus, save up to 40% off selected sofas and up to 20% off bedroom furniture. Don't miss out. End soon at OMF, the home of mattress, bedroom, bedding and furniture.
When you're stuck in a long queue or sitting for a new hairdo, add some thrill to your wait with our $40 million jackpot every 3 minutes. Keno Go. Download now. 18 plus only. T's and C's apply. Gamble responsibly.
You're listening to AFL
So
Nation.
GWS has had a win
Australia's
against
original
Port.
fan food.
Big second half set to get underway at Marvel Stadium on a Saturday night on AFL Nation for the 4-20 Traveller. It is an 18-point Blues lead. They got out to 36 points ahead of the Lions, who got 3 late ones to make it a 3 straight kick game on the Made Internet and mobile scoreboard. Around the grounds, Chemist Warehouse, the Giants have kept their wildcard hopes alive with a 12-point win over Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval tonight. Chemist Warehouse get discounted prescriptions and save more money at Chemist Warehouse. Winners today, Hawks in an arm wrestle against North Melbourne down in Tassie. The Swans had to survive a very, very, well, it was a lengthy time behind against the Saints to get a win. Tom Papley is with us in the AFL Nation commentary box. And perhaps what were the takeaways, just before we get back into this, for Dean Cox after the win against the, which got you guys cemented in second spot again, because Hawthorn would have jumped you. What was the message from Dean Cox after that game?
Yeah, it was a big win. St Kilda are a tough team to beat. They work very hard. They're an uncontested mark team. We just grinded away. We didn't play our best, and they're sort of some of the wins that you take with you throughout the season. They're the better wins. We lose 2 players during the game, and yeah, we just grinded away and got there in the end. Saints were very good all day, played the way they wanted to play, and it was very good to get the job done.
You've had some great close finishes against the Saints the last 4 or 5 times.
I think it was like the last 4 times combined of 9 points or something.
That's good.
But we won by, I think, 15 today, so it was good to sort of win late.
All right, Brandy, who do you want to take, either Brisbane or Carlton? What needs to happen?
I'm happy to take Brisbane. I reckon they've just been trying to force things through the corridor. So run and carry and overlap will happen, but you don't need to be taking undue risk. So I reckon...
Yeah, amazing. I should just watch that rugby league match.
Into this game and
like the replay, just to see how.
A little bit more from Levi Ashcroft.
Yeah, you don't often
and the other,
see stuff like that.
His efforts there, but he hasn't found too much space as Cam Rayner. Real X factor. Maybe throw him in the middle to win some stoppages, get him involved a bit. You know, he can kick a long range goal.
Perhaps for the Blues, how do they keep this 18-point lead?
Yeah, just keep doing what they're doing. I think they're even on clearance, 13-9, centre clearance, winning contested possessions by 10-15. I think it'd be a huge win for Carlton to get the job done here. Cripper's 250th game. Keep going with the high-energy gameplay, get the crowd involved and get the job done.
If you're just joining us, Kitty Coleman in his return game today, off with a concussion. So Brisbane playing a man down on the bench, and he's an important one for some of their link-up run and carry and ball movement off half-back.
Interesting to see Will Ashcroft start this second half on the bench. So too will Darcy Fort, Connor McKenna and Bruce Reville.
Yeah, that is...
Little things that Brisbane, the Blues were doing. Brisbane not getting back off the mark a few times. That kick smothered by man on the mark in defence, which you don't often see them being a little nonchalant in the defensive half. So I'm sure all those things will be addressed. It's been one of the more entertaining games we've seen for the season. We're back underway on AFL Nation for the 4-20 Traveller. Jagger Smith's been immense in this game. He got it back to Cripps, who tumbled it off a step to centre half forward. Cottrell got a shove after he took the mark from Fletcher. Smith comes past. Who is playing on Jagger Smith? Fans it out by hand. Haywood, stuck it to Byrne in amongst 5 Brisbane Lions.
More aloe vera, please. Start smearing it, because Taylor Byrne becoming a problem up there. He's just so crafty and nippy. Good footy, win the clearance, play in front. Cottrell's having a bit of an impact. The run and carry game again. Smith follows up and didn't blaze away, just came back into the corridor.
25 out, 45-degree angle. Doesn't have one to his name. Rising star winner of last week. Certainly has one now. It's a first-degree burn as he gets his first of the night, Brownie.
Good player, the Chizard, isn't he?
The Chizard, the Chode Wizard.
Little dumpy Chode Wizard, and doesn't look like a footballer, but geez, he plays like one, Tommy.
Very smart little player, isn't he? Crafty left footer. Like we've seen again, centre bounce goal. Jagger Smith, like we said, doesn't need a kick it to get those score involvements.
And we're definitely playing a man down, and it's not helping us.
And that was Haywood again. Haywood that stopped, propped, and brought it back into the corridor to make a certainty of it. So they've got winners everywhere, but they need to continue it. They can fall away in second halves. We know that. It was a curse of Vossi. Not so much under Josh Fraser.
He's a real growth player for Nutrient Water Irrigation Pump and Filtration Specialist. That is a big moment, the first, because it gives them a 24-point lead for Bendix Brakes. Big moment, Bendix Brakes, the best-known brakes. Free kick to Cripps in the middle. Oh, dance step around a couple. He's got a palm off. Dunkley's no easy beat. Got the kick away. Standing in a hole with some courage was Eric Hipwood.
Oh, shame.
Oh, and he's munged it off the outside, and a slips catch almost for Hewitt. Bottom left-hand point of the square. Blues have got outnumbers everywhere. One of them is Akers on the arc. Inboard, Wilson comes on. Got to arc back to get on his right.
Haywood
lofts it up into the right forward pocket. Haywood the fly. He picked it from 15 metres away.
He was the only one that had eyes on the footy, and he's come back inboard as well, unselfishly to Ainsworth. So I can commentate too, Sammy.
You can. There's not much you can't do, Brownie. And we're all the better for it.
Find the winner.
It's your world. We just live in it, pay a bit of rent, and go about our business. Oh, kept very low from Ainsworth, but he snapped his first on the left. 2 in a row to the Blues. They reassert dominance.
And 2 proper goal assists from Will Haywood to start this third term. He's good in the air, isn't he?
Very good. He's sliding down from the wing as well. We've seen Dempsey do that a lot for Geelong. Start wing, run hard forward. Looks like Carlton have done that with Wilbur this year. He's kicked a lot of goals. 2 goal assists to start the third quarter.
Do you have a bit of a licence as a winger to do that? Like, who covers your guy?
We don't, yeah, look, I think what will happen is if you go hard, the winger will come with you, and then you can get your half back up to that wing spot and set up the ground that way. I think Wilbur's a perfect winger. He goes forward, kicks goals, big in the air, can go back as well.
He's teaching Levi Ashcroft an absolute lesson out there on the far wing.
29 turnovers to 26 going against Brisbane. Welcome to those who are just at the Port Adelaide Giants game where the Giants got a win. You've come here to 30-point Blues lead. They've kicked the first 2 of the second half. They went
I think this is looking more and more difficult for us.
McCluggage got a shove as he kicked. Got it to Dunkley, broadcast wing. Has Neil in support. Doesn't use him. Has a one-on-one. It's Dean and Morris. Dean a good fist. Went straight up in the air. Allen brought the ground immediately in a 2-man tackle. We'll have a ball up right forward pocket for Brisbane. First inside 50 for them in the second half.
Yeah, getting pretty good aerial support too across the half-back line, the Blues. Very rarely just left on the island one-on-one. Haynes is trying to slide across when he can. Deans is doing a really good job. Dean
Morris. Limping. Beautiful. Rayner on the run. Just charged towards the goal line and buried it from point-blank range. He faked to go inboard. Dean's in a bit of trouble behind play.
There we go.
Very quick from the restart of the stoppage. The Lions get their first of the second half. Back to a 24-point Carlton lead made into Net and Mobile scoreboard.
Seesawing affair, but that's what he can do. He's just pure power and explosiveness, and he just charged through from that stoppage, Paps.
It's what a lot of teams are doing now. We call it sort of the stampede. Get defensive side of the forward 50 stoppage and get the ruckman to hit forward and just stampede. And as you see, Rayner come up with the goal there, but it's very hard to defend. You get defensive side and just run with a wall. And like you see then, Rayner comes up with a goal.
Sherry just got caught, like he allowed Rayner goal side of him, and then it's all over.
Tom Papley, Campbell Brown. Tom Papley making his AFL Nation special commentary debut for Power Bay Quality Solar Solutions and doing very well. What do you think was better, perhaps, your footy debut or your commentary? Because both very good.
He's debuted like Adrian McAdam tonight. Now, you'd be too young to know who that is, but he played for North Melbourne and kicked, was it 7 on debut? Kicked 15 in his first 2 games, Adrian.
Yep. Jeez, that's not bad. Draper down to Dunkley, dropped as he kicked it, gained about 15 metres. It ricocheted off Will Ashcroft and back to Cripps. Swiveled and kicked in all one motion. No mark taken. Lester was slapped forward to Ainsworth, stepped through a couple, angles the kick back into the left forward pocket. Harris Andrews went to ground. Hipwood threw a shoe at it. Answorth in the right spot. Berry. Matador moved for McKenna. He's good. The 2 tacklers went past him. Hipwood missed with the last kick. He won't on this. Loman, that was a hold on Florent, I reckon. None paid. Dirksen came in to lend a hand. Florent left it behind. Rayner found it. McCluggage a palm off on Wilson. Eyes in the side of his head. Another fish-like bit of vision, but he just missed the intended target. Dean handballed up, was parried down by Levi Ashcroft. State to Jagger Smith, though. Dean involved again. Forward handball good to Florent. Turns around, got it back to Dean. He's drilled in a good Rayner tackle. Bodies pile in. Top right-hand point of the square. No genuine attempt to get rid of it up the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
That's Ainsworth. It'll be a free kick to the Lions.
At least it slowed them up a little bit. better than coughing the ball up.
Leicester long into the left forward pocket. Pitnet picked it off.
And that's the difference, Sammy. That's the difference between just coughing it up there or just allowing that 4 or 5 seconds for your ruckman to get back and fill the void.
Blues by 24 points. They tried to mount the counter-attack to the outer side. It was fisted away from Cottrell by Fletcher. We'll have a boundary throw in just backward to left half forward for Thrive, your streamlined small business growth platform.
Adrian McAdam, 23 in his first 3. That's a fair start to your AFL career.
How many games did he play? What did he finish
Not
with?
many after that, no. It was all downhill after that. Very good footballer, though. 92.
7 minutes played in this third term. The Elders clock, Elders Finance here for you. Another boundary throw in from the exact same spot. Just backward to left half forward. Lions going to the city end. It's your right radio speaker. And something's halting proceedings. Well, they need to get another ball.
Go flat or something. I lost it. Lost it under the fence, did they?
We're not playing at People's First Stadium. It wasn't a kid that ran
It's
away
in the
with
car
it, was
park underneath.
I can hear tyres screeching. Before the ball was Hewitt. Jagger Smith directing Paddy Cripps where to go. So just get it long and Cripps obliges. Leicester couldn't take the mark. Did his own roving though. Dunkley was dispossessed in a good Hayward tackle. Forward handball to Ainsworth. The new recruits combining. Ainsworth pulls the trigger from 45 and in two minds was Kemp. Didn't know whether to take the mark, go off the ground or let it go, and in the end...
He definitely should have taken the mark. I reckon he could have. And poor old Blake Acres was on again.
Yep.
He spent more time arguing with his teammates than anyone I've seen.
On the overlap, Brisbane have gone through the corridor. Reveal. Matador moved to get through the tackle. Forward handball to Bailey. Chera wouldn't let him go. Holding the footy.
Brilliant. He's been enormous, Adam Chera.
Blake Acres is probably thinking, 50 hit.
Yeah.
Keeping away a couple of those.
Food on or something.
He's done that much unrewarded running. He dead set could have 2 or 3 walk-in goals, Blake Acres, but
just a behind.
It is a tough game out there. Sometimes you can't see out of the corner of your eye.
As he comes to the bench and he's fuming. Shaking his head.
Florence come all the way up half back. No one went with him. Bottom left-hand corner of the square. He pulls the trigger from right on the arc. Florence flushes the one wood straight down the high middle.
Yeah, I think that might be it, folks. That's my feeling, is that they're going to hit it 100 points.
He had that much time
Statistically,
to him actually bounce.
it's pretty low
He could just gather it up, balance up, run to 50
to come back.
under no pressure at all.
So,
And then it was just a matter of accuracy.
well,
And he absolutely
can't win them
flushed
all.
it. They just folded back and guarded grass and didn't take responsibility for Ollie Florin at all.
Interesting to see who the forward is, perhaps, that didn't come up with Florin.
It is interesting. Ollie Florence, 17 disposals, 1 goal, 1 goal assist. Ash Hansen mentioned him before the game. Back-to-back great games for him.
So now, with that Florin goal, it's a 31-point lead to the Blues again. Brisbane came back hard at him late in that second quarter, but the response from Carlton has been emphatic. 3 goals to 1 in this quarter, and Walsh is going to gain the clearance.
So much time left, though. You just can't underestimate this Brisbane side, but they're running rings around them at the moment.
Out of wing, Cottrell runs around Fletcher after outmarking him. Scalpels one onto the sternum of big Harry Mackay.
Poor old Eric Hipwood, every player he's gone to has ended up finding the footy. Kemp in the first half, now Harry Mackay.
Does he look completely comfortable as a defender?
No, I don't think so. I think he's a natural forward and he's just down there through necessity a little bit. But this is a pretty big moment because you kick this and the lead continues to grow. It's great for Big Harry's confidence too if he can kick his second.
He'll kick from right on 50, tighter than a 45, and he's put it to the narrow side, looking for his second goal. 32 points is the lead now for Carlton. Made internet and mobile scoreboard.
17-9, centre clearances Carlton's way.
Brisbane via the broadcast wing. McKenna kicked it over the head of Allen. Young almost the mark. Crumbs were there. Dirksen bit off the corridor kick, went over the head of Pitnet. Off hands Neal, bounces through the middle of Marvel, takes a second. No one inside forward 50 for the Lions. Cameron wanted it in his path. In the end, it's Deloman in a one-on-one with Florin. Now he's got 2 to beat. Hayward slots it in on his posterior like it was a slip and slide. Got it up off the bum to Mackay. In fact, it was Dean. Dean to Cottrell, ran down, holding the ball. Lohman loved it.
He missed his hand. And Matty Cottrell saying, I handballed it. I think he went to, handball it.
Dean's thrown Lohman to ground.
Just don't lose your composure. Someone's lost their shirt. Walshy's lost his shirt.
Did he take it off, or did somebody else?
Well, he's running around shirtless.
Hasn't seen the sun for a while.
No, it's a fair moon tan, isn't it?
What a moment in the game. Look, he's not happy with Dunkley. He reckons he got stripped.
Elite work rate from Lohman. Sprinted back to that one-on-one ball, then sprinted back to pressure, got the hold on the ball.
They desperately need this, Brisbane. Lohman on the runway from 40 on a 45. And he's missed, and they get to him to let him know. Cottrell was the one that got to him. I thought that he might have stayed out of it, to be honest. It's a big opportunity gone begging. 2-1 now for Lohman on the AIA. Do it for live stats.
Shades of Devon Robinson a few years ago. Remember, he lost his shirt and gained about 50,000 followers overnight?
He did.
I reckon Walshy's going to lose followers with that. Casper the friendly goat.
Oh, that's brutal.
Poor
That's
Walsh
brutal,
got
Brownie.
one. Little drive-by from Brownie.
Boundary throw in at left half forward. 13 minutes played. Elders clock. Dirkson's having a good game. Down the line. He's got Kemp. Kemp directing traffic. Mackay given a lot of foot rope by Hipwood, who did affect the spoil. Byrne did a turn and burn. Lester got a little piece of him, but Hewitt was there to lend a hand. Belly to ball inside, forward 50. Mackay, Ainsworth kept his feet. Now Hipwood dispossessed him in a tackle. Hipwood goes in again. That's a couple of really important efforts from the Eel. Off a standing start. Harris Andrews just hammers it out of there. Young in best position. Little too cute. Flicked it back over his head.
He's taking the throw.
Probably right.
It's a throw.
Yeah, he paddled it, for the listeners, paddled it with two hands backwards, but clearly the umpire said you took a little bit of possession.
That's brilliant from Dean. Got back and actually affected the spoil on Lohman, who has time to recover. Sizzles one inside, forward 50. No Mark Rayner fell awkwardly. And has he got a free kick for front on contact? No. Or is it out of bounds?
And that was Dirkson again winning a crucial one-on-one battle.
Couple of huge contests.
Haynes, what a
Carlton
spoil
then.
that was on Rayner too. Sorry, Paps. Just on the replay for Harvey Norman. Boundary throw in. Electric game on a Saturday night at Marvel. Hewitt took it with one hand and was taken down. Not legally.
Another clearance. They are absolutely smacking the lines around stoppage. That's something that Fagan needs to address.
What are you seeing, Tom Papley, for Power Bay?
It's actually amazing. 28 to 17 hit-outs, yet Carlton are 3 clearances ahead of Brisbane at the moment, but I think in the centre clearances are killing them, but they're setting so well behind the ball. As you see here, Dean
put a fake on Morris to Dean, but he drilled it past Cowan.
They're just pitting them in defence.
Out of bounds on the full now. Ashcroft, defensive side of the broadcast wing. 15-9-99 Carlton. 10-8, 68 Brisbane. There's a boundary throw in. I think did Levi Ashcroft play on out of bounds?
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah, very sharp by the boundary umpire there, because quite often that would have gone unnoticed. He's just chewing that gum like he does down there at the interchange bench. Trying to rally the troops.
Get a look at a couple of key matches for Holman Plumbing in just a moment. Ford gave it straight to Walsh. He's a little up and under inside, forward 50. Mackay got a good run at it, and Hipwood couldn't spoil him. Free kick, Brisbane off the ball.
Oh, yeah, and they got lucky again then. Hipwood beaten in a one-on-one. I think they need to get Harris Andrews on Mackay.
The kick from Lester to Bailey didn't go the required. Bailey's got to go back to Lester, just in front of the defensive goal square. It was a low kick that just got to Levi Ashcroft. Neil is in 20 metres of space, and Ashcroft had his back to him, and that kick just stays inside the field of play.
Blues faithful have really come to life vocally, haven't they?
It's interesting, because Harris Andrews was on Harry Mackay in the first half. He looked to change that matchup, and Mackay's really licking his lips on Hipwood at the moment.
Lohman outreach Cripps, who wanted the man in front. Free kick. McKenna. Morris got rid of Dean, but couldn't complete the mark. Rayner put his head over it and won it. Dean got him. And Dean did a free kick to Rayner.
That is the worst decision I've seen for the whole year. Dean has hung on to him, taking him to ground.
Fuck's sake, I'm sick and tired of this biased commentary. They're all barracking for the Blues. This is bullshit. Fuck this, seriously. Me.
Just applied on a great game of football. They're going to gift a goal here to the Brisbane Lions. Change all the momentum of this game potentially on the back of that.
He played it well there, Rainer, didn't he?
It's embarrassing.
He'll kick to the right or directly in front from 50.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
Points and ball doesn't lie. The footy gods intervene.
See, there's all the footy gods intervened and all this. Fuck me.
A guy that was probably fighting out of his weight.
Actually, the replay, Brownie, from Harvey Norman might.
No.
First glance, we might have thought it was.
No, mate.
It looked a bit different.
I
Second glance.
I won't have it.
Paps, what are you thinking, Harvey Norman replay screen?
This is so fucking annoying.
50-51. Rainer's put a little bit of mayo on it just to look like it was a dumping tackle, but it's a huge effort from Dean. I think it should have just been a ball up for mine.
I might have just been the roll that they don't like to see, but at first glance it looked very gentle. But
Rugby league against the Storm, yeah, it would be, but it's fucking so obvious.
Sends one inside, forward 50. They've had no answers, the Brisbane defence. Neil's gone there to lend a hand, and he was clean in a tight contest. So was Will Ashcroft, and Fletcher off a standing start, fires him to the outer side. No Mark Lester, good fist Wilson. Cowan brings it back across the body. Oh, it's a drop mark, uncontested by Fletcher. Hipwood, McKenna rolled. That is a good tackle. That is holding the ball. Advantage paid. Mark taken on the line. Frankie Evans almost finished it, but it was Mackay who took the mark. Point blank range. The lead will go back to 36 points.
Huge contest from Wilson on the wing to get that ball to ground and send it back inside 50. Fletcher could have marked the ball, dropped it. Carlton swooped on it, and Harry Mackay kicked the goal.
Yeah,
Harry's got two. The Blues are bouncing in the aisles at Marvel Stadium.
I think he owes Frankie Evans a beer there, Sammy, don't you reckon? Stole it on the line.
There was a player in the immediate vicinity for Harry, so
taking the advantage is always so dangerous there. I mean, that's a set shot 25 metres out, slight angle. Frankie takes the advantage, and
great tackle, Young. It was who affected it. Bar Crusher Boats.
They deserved that. The ball doesn't lie, perhaps. It was a great call because a miss down one end from a dubious free kick, a goal down the other, and the Blues re-establish their ascendancy.
Blues back in the 10 on the live ladder at the moment.
We've got a bit of a crowd watching tonight.
Looking very good with just under
The
8 to play.
only positive tonight.
Get a rare setting clearance. Dean dropped it. Would have been the best mark of his career. Got a nice ride.
He's played some good football this year in 16 games before tonight, but this is his best.
Oscar Allen's laughing. Dean is devastated. On the Harvey Norman replay, Draper punches it to Charlie Cameron. He can't get through a Cripps tackle. That is holding the ball. He took on the tackle, was brought to ground.
They're playing for Cripper. This has been a manic performance from every single Blue to a man.
Neil flicked it out of the air. Will Ashcroft loves a palm down mark, and Charlie Cameron back with the flight. Are they saying it didn't go the required, or is the mark paid? Mark has been paid right in front of the right goal post.
Well, that should be 50 then, if it's a mark. They've taken him to ground after he's marked it.
A forward 50 stoppage again. Stampede, surge forward. Charlie Cameron's run onto it. Left foot snap. Write this in the book.
It's been 4 goals to 1 this quarter. Lions desperate to stay in touch, and gee, he put a fair bit of work on that, Charlie. It just snuck in that right goal post. He's got a couple now. The Lions are back within 30 points. Job not done yet for the Blues. Main internet and mobile scoreboard. The Powerbay Quality Solar Solutions, Campbell Brown, Tom Papley.
Nearly put my first commentator
To go, they've already kicked 16 goals. So we're going to make a... I don't know how we're going to do this.
Brisbane after that last goal. Another big centre clearance here. They need to get back on top in the centre bounce. It was Draper v Young here. Pitnet back in the ruck now.
Under 7 minutes on the clock for Elders. Elders Finance here for you. The Elders Clock Finance you can trust. AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 traveller. What are the key matchups that are working for the Blues at the moment for Holman Plumbing? Trusted quality Aussie standards, lads.
I think the Harry Mackay Hipwood was working. They've gone back to Harris Andrews on Harry Mackay.
Haynes came out full
I think I've drinking about 50. Yeah, we might start drinking again. I'm having my iced coffee, so.
Ball spits out of the back of the pack. Blues have got a 2-on-1.
Oh.
Mackay, Kemp could have snapped for his fifth. Squared it up. Hewitt, good fist from Reville. McGovern found it first. Slipped through the Will Ashcroft tackle. Forward it went to Cottrell. Hewitt can finish. Back to 36 points.
Fuck.
Persistence paid off.
They're just winning every important contest across the field. They get another set.
Who we're versing next week? It's going to be like, I think we're versing Sydney or something. Like, it's
they nearly have an opportunity there. They square it up. They had so
Hawks.
many men around the
Shit.
ball, and they could have raffled who was going to take that.
And then
shot.
it's the
Absolutely.
Suns,
In
which
the end,
we
it's
should beat.
Boy George.
And then Collingwood.
Down in the forward line.
Me versus
Passing
Dale
the ball up.
for the final round.
Been huge this quarter down there in the forward line.
17-9, 111 Carlton, 11-9, 75 Brisbane. This has been the best performance for the year, I reckon, we've seen from Carlton.
Yeah.
They are dominating at the moment. Brisbane doing everything they can to stay with them.
Not too many.
Bailey as well. They combine to get inside. The ball
But the lead is just too high at 36, I think.
Got past Florent.
It's going to take a miracle for them to come back.
Steps back around onto his right. Charge down, smother from Florent.
We have the ability,
Brings a bit of the bloods to the
but
Blues.
not the way we're playing.
Ball in dispute, left half forward. Carlton winning all the 50-50s. Hayward emerges. Haynes, forward handball, good to Walsh. Flicks it out. Lord comes on. Loads up down the line. Harry's getting out the back.
He's running Eric
eating Hipwood alive at the minute.
Yeah.
Now into the right forward pocket. Leicester the fist away from Kemp.
So the Leicester-Kemp matchup's working. Kemp not having the impact, but Harry Mackay, he's getting so much separation. He's almost too agile for Hipwood at the moment.
He is, isn't he? He's moving really well. It's an elite smother by Ollie Florent down in defence. They ping off half back and get it inside forward 50 for a stoppage.
Oh, lots of deadbeat teams in history. It's true. True.
Boundary throw in. Sharky at the front of the stoppage was Hewitt. It's a very good tackle from Berry.
At least we got, well, Hawks next week is not going to be, that could be a loss.
God forbid you dump someone on the ground.
Brownie pretty happy with how the game's going. Stone Age. Fort flicks one to Neil, getting booed. Riding off the corridor again. Drops it on a dime for Fletcher. Being sort of half tackled as he handballed by the man on the mark. Now Will Ashcroft's got a problem because he got it back from 40, retreats by foot to Connor McKenna. The show, but he didn't even go. He was flat-footed. Got around Wilson in the end, but it was a little uncomfortable. Down the line, the kick goes, and they've coughed it up again, Brisbane. Too cute by half, and not for the first time, Brownie.
Yeah.
Harry Dean again. He's playing an unbelievable game down in defence.
What are his numbers, perhaps, when you get a moment? AIA stats.
And that is true.
Life. AIA protect what matters most. AIA do it for life.
He's had 14 disposals, a couple of marks off opposition boot. He's kicked that goal.
Mackay's having a night. Brownie into the right forward pocket. Leicester third man up, fisted out of bounds for Thrive. Keep going, Doc.
This quarter alone, he's had 7. All just following Harry Dean around, and he's also playing on Logan Morris.
They are bereft of answers at the moment, Brisbane. 36-point leaders of the Blues. Big shove from Pitnet on Fort. It evaded him on the deck. Now he applies the tackle to bottle it up and force a secondary stoppage.
There's a big score source last week for Carlton, the forward 50 stoppage.
Yeah, 5 premierships. Still an amazing. Got to be happy with that, hey? 5 flags and 25 years.
Hewitt's been enormous to Walsh. Too hot for Lord. Got to go find it outside 50. Did. Wilson there. Hemmed in on the boundary. Walks the tightrope. Oh, there was 4. There were 4 Blues all alone. And surprise, surprise. Blake Akers is another.
That's the 7th time he's blown up. He's got a camouflage suit on, I think.
Oh, geez, I hope we get an ISO camera on him at some stage tonight. He's had his hands flapping in the air like a seagull.
Well,
36 points it is. Sorry, Paps. Bailey blast to the outer side.
Here he is.
Almost kicked to the
Harry
lead, Dean. Puts a step on Draper. Handball over the top to Cowan. Steered one low, just above the level of the grass to Lord.
Nicknamed the Sheriff Akers. I might have to send an AI photo to him with a camouflage suit on after the game.
He's going again here. Look, hands up. He wants it.
Reville's got him now. Mackay's got the mark at right half forward. Hipwood's manning the mark on the paint of 50.
He's going to squeeze forward here, Blake Acres. I'm going to keep a very close eye on his hands.
Mackay to the top of the square. Pitnet in the box seat. Fought with a big fist. Gained about 30 metres. It came off the foot of Will Ashcroft back towards goal. Frankie Evans falls on top of it and they on top of him. And a stoppage.
If he flaps his arms anymore, he might be able to be the first footballer to fly out of Marvel Stadium.
It's very animated. Kick squeezed out of the pack. It's got a bit big on Leicester. Answorth hemmed in. Right back pocket. Rifles a kick down the line. Unkind bounce to Reville. Went back and found it on Acres. The Cluggage came up with it. Outlet handball to Rayner. Put a spin to get around Dirksen. Drilled the kick to Logan Morris. Directly below us, AFL Nation broadcast.
Nothing in 25.
Frankie Evans, phenomenal to get a hand on it.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Injury woes. Ryan Lester coming off, cradling a right shoulder by the looks of it. So we'll keep an eye on him.
They're taking big risks, Brisbane, and they're going to be burned here. Akers over the top. Kemp crafts the kick on the outside of the right. Pitnet.
McGovern's on his own in the goal square.
McGovern makes a move.
We might have another injury, folks.
Back with the flight, Hipwood fisted it once, turned out of the McGovern tackle and just threw it on the boot and hopes that it doesn't come back in. Reville.
So they had an extra because Leicester went off with that injury. That's how they found a player spare inside forward 50.
Perhaps you would surprise some of the corridor kicks from Brisbane to 50-50s have been flummoxing, to say the least.
Yeah, I think it's because Carlton's just defending so well. They can't get their uncontested mark game going, so they want to take a risky ball inside corridor and then get the ball movement flowing from there. But Carlton's defence is standing up well tonight.
36-point Blues lead. Under 2 minutes to play. Elders clock. Made internet and mobile scoreboard. Boundary throw in for Thrive on AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 Traveller.
So, okay, minute 56 on the clock. Red time. Don't concede one here if you're a Blue. That's got to be the communication.
Hewitt wins an important contest. Little half torp out of defensive 50 from Florent. Kemp is just hatching that. Answorth applies the tackle. Umpire gives himself a hug and says, I'll throw it up on the AFL logo.
Do they drop someone behind the footy here, perhaps?
Yeah, great kick from Florent in red time at a D50. Went wide, they had to spare, but I'm with you, Brownie. Carlton need to get one back here, I reckon. Just really not get scored against late in the third.
Akers, Walsh, Florent. He fires them to the outer side where Cowan's made space for him. Their spread has just left Brisbane in his jet wash time and time again for the Blues.
They don't need to play fast, though. That's the thing. Like, they don't need to score here. So just maintain possession. If something bobs up, then take it. And there it is.
Lord just levelled it out on a platter.
They've made the
Andrews
move.
has gone to Mackay Brownie.
That's a shocking kick, and they're going to get scored against.
Ashcroft.
Just take your 30 seconds and go back and have a shot. Like, they've had two marks inside 50. One Pitnet panics, miskicks it, and the other Harry Mackay.
Brisbane are panicking too. The outlet kick is a lasso free kick. Mackay's going to bring the Blues back to the hot spot. The fist comes off hands. It trickles over next to the right point post, and we'll have a boundary throw in. So 30 minutes and 20 seconds played, Elders clock. Main event mobile scoreboard, all Carlton, 36 points, and they are sitting at the moment in 10th position on the live ladder.
There needs to be a Carlton defender go back here. Dirksen's going now, but you want to get depth out of this stoppage. You do not want to get scored against here.
Throwing a shoe at it. McGovern's kicked a miracle goal. Had two to beat. And just towed towards goal. Everything coming up Carlton tonight.
Yeah, it is. That's just an individual brilliance. They were structuring up defensively well, and he's just plucked something out of absolutely nothing there, McGovern. Have a look at this, Beckham-esque. Pape, you name it. He's just socked that out of mid-air, little...
Can we repeat the miracle on grass? That's how desperate we're getting here, folks.
Beaumont's goal of the day. Beaumont's where bathroom begins, and there's about 6 contenders at the minute.
42 points.
Game high.
Still not insurmountable, though. Like, if you're a Carlton supporter, don't feel like you're home just yet. You know, an 8-goal-to-1 last quarter is not beyond the Brisbane Lions. So you don't want to take your foot off the pedal at all.
Hitting it, having his way in the middle, took it out and took him inside forward 50. Wilmot camped underneath it, took it in front of Evans. Wouldn't mind knowing what Carlton's biggest score for the season has been, because they've kicked 18-9, 117 at the moment, 42 points ahead of the Lions, made internet no mobile scoreboard.
They've dropped a few back now. Pitney's the spare. Lauren as well. It looks like Brisbane are content just to play to three-quarter time.
Good mark to Ashcroft. Good mark to Fletcher, apologies, in front of Lord, who's a little ginger getting up. Inboard just required to Wilmot. They're still at half back. And they'll stay there. Answorth, the kick just got to him. The side will be sweet relief for Brisbane. And it brings
6
the
goals to
fans
2.
en masse to their feet. And so it should. 6 goals to 2 in that quarter. They started 18 points clear in the third term. They finish it 42 points the better of Brisbane on the Made Internet and mobile scoreboard. AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 traveller. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley for Power Bay. Quality solar solutions. And it has been all quality from Carlton. They've had every solution, and Brisbane have been bereft.
No, I think we're done.
For the Blues in Paddy Cripps' 250th on the other side
Like,
of this.
we're not going to come back from this. We're just playing with dog shit.
AFL Nation was
So,
for Mate
it
Internet
happens.
Mobile.
Like, we've won 7 in a
6
row.
months with Mate Internet. Save
So
more when you're
I
home.
did wonder if we were gonna drop it against the Hawks, to be honest. But
So
fuck.
have you had anything to drink?
Yeah, but only a couple. And I ate a big meal.
Okay, breathe into the device, please. 1 long continuous breath.
I also drank plenty of water. And I'm a pretty big guy as well.
Okay, you've blown over 0.05, so I'm going to need you to step out of the car.
I'm not going to lose my license, am I? I didn't drink that much.
Stop kidding yourself. If you drink, don't drive. A message from the TAC.
That's the sound of a cricket bat being shaped.
Oh,
Concrete mixing.
awful.
Socks being stitched. Made right here in Australia. And when you look for products certified with the green and gold kangaroo, you can be confident you're buying an Australian-made product. You're backing local businesses, jobs, and our economy. Look for Australian-made and buy Australian.
At Booper, we're the proud member partner of the Carlton Football Club. We're backing the Blues and your health, so you can catch every chant, every nail biter, and every victory. Booper, everything for health.
Rush into Chemist Warehouse for this week's amazing offers. Right now, get half price off RRP on the Bioglan range, excluding bulk sizes. Pick up Bioglan Platinum Iron Glycinate Plus 30 tablets for just $12.49. Don't stress, Bioglan Ashwagandha 60 capsules are now only $17.49. Muscle support? You'll be glad to know that Bioglan Active Magnesium Citrate 200 tablets are $19.99. Plus Bioglan Red Krill Oil Double Strength 1000 milligram 60 capsules are $22.49. Half price equals full joy. Chemist Warehouse. Great savings every day.
Now at Harvey Norman, upgrade and save on selected electrical appliances. Upgrade and save $300 on Samsung 65-inch OLED TV. Upgrade and save $300 on Electrolux French door fridge. Upgrade and save $200 on Fisher & Paykel 10-kilo washer. Upgrade and save $70 on Shark Cryo Glow LED face mask. Best brands, best range, best prices. There's more in store and online at Harvey Norman. Upgrade
Western
and save
Australia.
on now. Conditions
Down
apply.
here tonight. If it was at the Gab, I don't think it would have been this one side. Yeah.
Years, they've pushed buttons.
Hey, you stop laughing right now.
Pushed limits.
It does suck.
Give me a liter of cola.
Going to Western Australia and then
But it's never too late
then to
push
Melbourne.
things a little farther.
Let's look at the
August.
last remaining matches. Because surely we would have a couple Gabba matches. So we've got Hawks at the Gabba, half a chance.
Nobody calls us with good news. We hear from you when things
At
have
the
gone
Gabba
wrong.
again
When you're
for the
injured or
Suns,
sick
which
because of your
could
job.
beat
When
them
you've been
anyway, to be
hurt
honest.
in a road accident. When a trip to the shop
But it's
ends
the
in the back of an
MCG
ambulance.
against
But it's okay.
Collingwood,
We know
which
what to
could
do.
be an
At
issue.
Carbone Lawyers, we're experts in getting you compensation.
So remember, when things go wrong, get Carbone
And
on
this
the
will
phone.
put the Blues up to 10th
on the
spot.
phone.
Get
Ooh.
Carbone on the phone.
We don't settle for less, neither should you.
Visit carbonelawyers.com.au or call 1-800 369 888.
Take on any challenge with Bendix Ultimate 4-wheel drive.
Because, like,
disc
if we
brake
won
rotors.
this, we
These rotors
fuck.
provide increased strength and
Yeah,
wear
this
resistance,
really fucks
helping
us
prevent
over
brake
now.
fade under heavy loads or extreme heat. Built for towing, touring, and demanding off-road conditions, they deliver reliable braking performance.
we could
when
go
you
down
need
to
it most.
5th spot.
And thanks to the Swift Fit coating, installs are faster and cleaner, making Ultimate 4-wheel drive rotors
I'm
the
gonna
perfect
just,
choice for 4-wheel drives.
Put this here,
Bendix, put your foot down with confidence.
folks, to understand how fucked we could be.
You're listening to AFL Nation, the
So,
4 and 20 Pies, Australia's
this
original
is our problem.
fan food.
Ball spits out of the back of the pack. Blues got a 2-on-1.
So it's
Kemp could have snapped for his fifth. Squared it up.
It's a bit of an issue, hey.
Chase from Reveal. McGovern found it.
Ah, we really should have won this. Oh.
Back to 36 points.
Because I don't think we're going to get top 4. I think this is going to be too hard now.
Had 2 to beat and just towed it towards goal. Everything coming up Carlton tonight.
Maccas, I'm loving it.
I know we
Moments.
won up from
Never
5th
miss
spot,
a moment
folks,
of footy with Mc
but-
Delivery.
It's a good night to be a Blues fan. They've just belted out Billy Joel's Piano Man. I reckon Matty Cottrell's had just the biggest impact off-field as he's been having on it. And they've got a 42-point lead over the back-to-back
Lucky
reigning
Dale's
premiers,
not
the
here
top
to hear
10
that.
spot in their sights with a quarter to play on AFL Nation for the 4 and 20 traveller. Campbell Brown, Tom Papley, I reckon the commentary debut just as good as the 3 you kicked against the Pies in your first game. Paps, how are you seeing it?
Yeah, great game.
I don't know why Kitty Coleman has been on the bench for 59 minutes. He should be red. He should be injured.
Stop Brisbane's game, the centre clearance game, the stoppage game, the contested games, all firing for them. It's going to be a big last quarter.
And there's still a quarter left of the pain here.
It's their equal biggest score of the year, Brownie, for the Blues.
Yeah, 117
I remember
points
the shit
against
scared
the
of
West
Collingwood
Coast
in their
Eagles
own
earlier in the year, and they are already on that. So they've opened up one of the better sides in the competition.
But this is
and
just
their
looking
has been absolutely sublime.
Underway. What a big statement this would be and a big moment for the Blues for Bendix breaks, but it's Will Ashcroft. Gets the all-important centre clearance, spreads to the
So
outer
this
side,
is
Rayner.
looking
Runs around Wilson.
rough for that top 4,
Rams a kick
folks.
inside, forward 50.
Oh, there's Dale.
Draper and Lyman were competing for the same footy. Draper claimed it.
It's a perfect start. They're not going to die wondering, the Brisbane Lions. They've been in this situation before, and they will play electric footy in this last quarter to try and bring themselves back into it. This is the worst start for Carlton supporters.
But you can see, like, losing this match is possibly going to cost us the top 4.
Goals.
So,
Draper's kicked 1. This is the most regulation that he's had maybe for the year.
Oh, yeah.
Poor dearie me.
you missed that. You can hear the cheers from the Blues fans and probably the commentators too.
I think that's why he likes to snap it, boys.
I wonder if that's the game-sealing moment for Loctite adhesives beyond the bond.
Big let-off, isn't it?
Yep. Early opportunity goes begging. They've made the move, Harris Andrews to Harry Mackay, and I think Harry's going to get a free kick from a hold, and he will. So frustration for Harris Andrews. Mackay did a number on Eric Hipwood. Inboard, Walsh on a lead, bottom left-hand corner of the square. Takes off, leaves Loman behind. Spreads to Haynes in game 250. They horseshoe around Cowan at left half back.
With Leicester going off, Ainsworth has to play on Kemp here. Big mismatch if they can get it forward.
Drives it down the line. Cripps rises up. Listen to them. They love this man. In game 250, the two-time Brownlow medalist to McGovern. Hipwood's gone to him and he slaps it out of bounds for Thrive.
Relatively quiet by Cripper's standards. Just had the 14, but he could have a big last quarter. I'd love to get a goal for him, wouldn't they, in his milestone game?
Dunkley's done well on him. Had 20 possessions himself.
Blues going to the city end. Draper double palmed it to Dunkley, to McCluggage, who left it behind. Hewitt didn't, to Walsh. Close quarter handball, changing directions was Ainsworth, went to the outer side. Forward handball was good to Walsh. Crafts on the outside of the right. It'll land 30 out. Harris Andrews slapped it down to deny it McGovern. Andrews finds it, gets the hands free. Ainsworth in game 100. Around the body. Rayner rose up, took a good mark. Lobs the handball inside. Neal, forward handball was good to Will Ashcroft. Arches the back to get away from Cottrell. To bury it centre half back. Out left half back, Wilmot. Winners today, Hawthorn, Sydney, Australia over Ireland. The Giants over Port Adelaide for Chemist Warehouse. Save on your prescriptions at Chemist Warehouse. Carlton did well to slow the roll of the Blues. Lohman leaping over two. He got the first hand on it. They've somehow paid that mark to Cowan.
Wow.
Lohman held it for ages. What on earth has happened there?
And he's pointed at the umpire. Quite demonstratively. Used to give away 50 metres for pointing, didn't you?
There was a time when that happened. We all thought the world was going to cave in. We've somehow survived it. And on we go. Neal taking the ground in a tackle. A 50-50 ball there to be won. Broadcast wing. What's the Harvey Norman replay saying about that?
Oh, you're going to catch the early train home.
Lockie Neal, 24 touches, 7 clearances. He's had another big game.
The replay's just come up. I'm not sure how they've paid the mark there.
Oh, you're in your mind, okay.
99% of it.
Yeah. Oh.
Kick inside, 50. Answorth just got caught out of position and Kemp got a clean run at it. This is shooting for 5.
Yeah, this will be career high for Brody Kemp. What a game. 4 in the first
Ooh.
half. Relatively
Blues have got an injury.
Went to him, and he didn't really get near it.
It won't make any difference.
Third quarter, Leicester goes off with that right shoulder, and Kemp all of a sudden bobs up. This is big. This would just about seal it.
He will kick this from just inside 50, 45-degree angle. City end of the ground. Kemp on the runway. He was celebrating at the halfway point of the journey. Wow. This is a big, big night for the Blues. 48 points is the lead. 4.5 played, final term, tie power scoreboard.
They're probably going to give the coach a 5-year contract after this. What do you think?
9 goals, 3 from stoppage, Carlton. As soon as they go in, they're scoring. They've got mismatches down there now with Leicester out. Hipwood's down there, not usually a defender. Harris Andrews probably the one there that's trying to hold them together, but Carlton's all over them at the moment.
Noel Ainsworth giving away 10 centimetres. He's 182, Kemp 192, and just tells on those one-on-one battles.
Ryan Leicester might be out of the game too.
Yeah, he's
We're
done
just
for the
getting
night.
Thrive update on the boundary, so they're 2 down now.
Yeah, he keeps saying that, doesn't he?
Early. Berry's been put back, and he holds
He's just focusing on the season.
Umpire saw it differently. We'll have a ball up.
All right, we'll see you later on, Mark.
Top of 50 for the Blues.
But unfortunately, I have to stick around to the end.
Just put McKenna into more problems than a police informant. Got tackled, holding the ball, advantage paid, in step from Hewitt. Harris Andrews sweats Harry Mackay. Levi Ashcroft came in, handball Andrews, handball Fletcher. Fletcher fires him out of defensive 50. And Charlie Cameron will get a free kick from a hold at right half back.
That's poor football. You've got Frankie Evans that's put on this great tackle. He doesn't get rewarded by his teammates. You don't take 30 seconds off the clock and potentially another goal because a player has decided to have a brain fade.
Yeah, I'll be giving Georgie Hewitt an earful if I was Frankie Evans, Brownie.
Good kick from Cameron to Dunkley. Gave it to Bailey on the burst. Bailey's going to get it back from Levi Ashcroft. Clever little kick. Just almost like a flop shot in golf. He got it to Oscar Allen, who's 45 out the man on the mark. A couple of metres in from the boundary. He'll take his very best, Browning.
And because they couldn't set up structurally defensively right, they get a good look down the other end. So in every facet, it's just a silly decision unless you can walk in and make a certainty of it, which my man, Boy George, couldn't do.
Brisbane had been on a 7-game winning streak. Hadn't lost since Fremantle did the job on them. At the Gabba, Oscar Allen puts it to the narrow side, so it's another minor score. So a couple of opportunities that they haven't been able to capitalise on, Brisbane. It's a 47-point Carlton lead. Tyre Power scoreboard. Your trusted tyre experts. Their biggest scorer of the year, Tom Papley.
Strengthens Josh Fraser, I think, a little more. It's just another brick in the wall, as Pink Floyd would say, for him.
For sure. I think the way Carlton's playing, if they can keep banging the wins and make the wild card round, geez, it'd be hard to knock back, wouldn't he?
The first coach in
He's got to
AFL
want the
history
job,
that gets a job he doesn't want. Everyone's applying for him and doing apprenticeships all over the country and level 2 and 3 and coaching courses and going over.
We've nearly hit 200 views for the stream, so big thanks to everyone who's turned up to keep me company in the chat and for this match. Hasn't worked out for us Lions supporters, but yeah. So hopefully Micah will be feeling better by next week from his food poisoning, but I'm sure that he will.
Support in Ainsworth, who was dumped after he got rid of it to Cottrell, put on the handbrake. Reville flew right by. Oh, it bounced off the chest of Harry. Harris found it, hung it out and drew Harry in there. Dunkley off a step, can drive Brisbane inside forward 50. It comes off hands. Allen got a little toe to it. Ball tracking to the left forward pocket. Rayner tried to handball over the top in hope, but is swatted away by Cowan and co, and there'll be a boundary throw in.
Credit to Harry Mackay. He worked 100 metres to provide that option for Cottrell, and yes, he dropped the mark. He's come to the bench so fatigued, but that is the work rate that's required to be an elite footballer.
Fort got to the front of the contest. Blues have got the numbers. Akers bellied one out. Andrews just threw Haynes into the ground. Hayward came up with it. Reville got the tackle on him. Handball forward to McGovern. He ran out of tarmac. Reville made sure of it. And we have a boundary throw in front of the Blues interchange for Thrive. What are some of the matchups you're seeing? Any changes for Holman Plumbing, trusted quality Aussie standard, Paps?
No, I think Kemp likes his matchup with Ainsworth deep. Bit of a stalemate at the moment. Carlton will be happy with this.
Nah, we can't win them all. That's the thing.
Pitnet just put Ford down, although it came off a few palms. Will Ashcroft, Dunkley, inboard, Bailey. Can he get it back from Levi? Front edge of the square. Bailey looks to light it up. Allen back with the flight. It got in Logan Morris's way in the end. Took his man into the contest. Not on the same page at the moment. The Lions forwards out of play. Boundary throw in.
Harry Dean again. Unbelievable.
Logan Morris has had 5 disposals for the game. He's taken 3 marks and he's kicked 0 goals too. Harry Dean's hardly lost a one-on-one against him tonight.
Blues by 47 points. Lyman a good tackle, ball bounced into his lap, and Florent, who was still on the deck, was able to bowl it all up. AFL Nation 4 and 20 pies. Clock saying 10 minutes played and change for Elders. Elders finance here for you. Rayner dropped the footy as Akers tackled him. Jagger Smith directing traffic. Got it to Lord. Lord just goes long down the broadcast wing. Wilmot swatted it away from McGovern. Boundary line gobbles it up. They force a stoppage. Blues resolute at the moment. 19-9. They've been very accurate too, which has helped the cause. 1-23, 11-10, 76. Brisbane for Tyre Power.
And just their body language. Even then, like, Ford's coming up to McGovern. They got nothing but a stoppage on the wing, but they're high-fiving. Been really, really good tonight, their energy.
Cripps got a handball back to Lord. Lord off a step, a wobbling ball, bottom right-hand point of the square. McGovern dropped the mark, he'd worked, Hipwood underneath it. Byrne left it behind, might have been a hold on him. He played for it, didn't get it. Hipwood slapped it away from the arc of the Blues 50. Ainsworth comes up with it, fans it out by hand. Jagger Smith has one, runs inside 50, has 2. Jagger Smith calls game.
It's been games since,
just about the best
you know,
on the ground again,
probably since the middle of the third quarter.
Last week versus the Suns, he's had 24, 6 clearances. That's his 2nd goal of the game. Not a prolific goal scorer usually. Magnificent 10-score involvements, perhaps.
Eric Hipwood, just a few fumbles there in the at the defensive 50. The Carlton just mopped it up. Jagger Smith holds his whip. Just goes bang from 50 and gets around the Carlton crowd, and they're up and about. It's about game.
As well, just the Lions. This game getting away from them. Currently fourth.
Annoying stuff outside.
By the minute.
Solar Solutions, premium energy solutions for sustainable Australian homes. 53 points is the lead.
Hard to see this coming.
Puts Carlton into 10th as well.
Fort forced it forward. Dunkley and Rayner keep momentum going. Oh, Cameron got cannoned into the back. Did not know that the bandit was there. And he blitzed him, did Lord. Oh, my Lord. Rayner. Gained about 25 metres. Fisted back the Blues way. Rayner came again. Got through about 3. And then the kick just cannoned into Cowan. A little cider across the face from Levi Ashcroft, I think, is one behind.
Behind, yeah.
Zach Bailey and Hugh McCluggage and those really dangerous players relatively under control tonight. Both of them kicked a goal, 17 touches respectively, but haven't been able to tear them up by foot with time and space.
The only really one for Brisbane's probably been Will Ashcroft, 28, 2 goals.
Yeah.
They're out here again. Walsh dropped it on a dime for Young. Has been a flexible player. Good chase from Wilmot. Ran down Akers. Affected the kick, although it wasn't great. It just gets there. Harris Andrews got a sticky mid again. Young stepped off the mark. No one did anything, so the umpire just said, well, might as well be play on. Harris Andrews hadn't gone off his line. He's just got to go long down the line. And then Fort wraps up pit net. They're in their attacking half, Brisbane. They haven't spent a lot of time there. Blues have had the answers when they had.
Blake Akers was that surprised that he got used by a teammate, then he forgot what to do.
He just wanted some time on the pill. Just held on to it.
I don't blame him. Never has a man been on more and not been seen.
I've heard of unrewarded running, Brownie, but this is beyond a joke for Akers.
Sometimes he's 60 and 70 metres from the ball, though. He still thinks he should get it. It's the best.
Haley tried to punch it forward. It slewed off the side of his fist. It's going to come off okay to Fort. Lohman, bottom left-hand corner of the square. McCluggage drew the play out. Rayner didn't get the purchase. Can't believe it, Cam Rayner is a 40 metres out running towards goal, and he's just towed it.
We kicked a goal. No, we haven't kicked a fucking goal this quarter.
Oh. And that man Dirksen has been brilliant as well tonight down back.
9 intercepts. Huge game. The boy from Darwin, Brownie.
I'll tell you what, you two are working beautifully together. What a partnership we're seeing unfold in the box. Brown and Papley, who knew? The team everybody wanted, they just didn't know it. For Power Bay Quality Solar Solutions. Ainsworth put it in reverse, backed out of a contest. It just lands into the fingertips of Byrne. Could have blazed away. They've got 2.
You got it! Look who it is!
Finally, Blake Akers has been on
side. And he actually should have left that for his teammate Kemp, who'd go back and kick his 6, but he thought, stuff you. I've worked all night to get to the skinny side and get used. I'm having my moment. It is mine.
Kemp was going to get 6. Blake Akers saw the ticket at the deli that Kemp had, took it out of his hand and said, I'm next. On a 45-degree angle from 15 metres out, he almost hit the right goal post. But he sneaks it in.
He deserved that one. He's been working hard all night, up and down. He was not letting Kemp mark that ball.
Might have broken 3-team rules in the process, but it's okay. They've already sealed this one for Loctite Adhesives beyond the bond. 58 points.
When is this match over? Now it's turning into a shellacking. This is embarrassing from the Lions.
Young man would have had every right to blaze away.
But we've got
he saw
2 injuries. That didn't help.
Yeah, there was no intent. In fact, he called his teammate out there before the ball had hit Burns' foot. Great performance. This is going to be
never seen
60 or 70 points.
Threaten his own teammate. No, kidding. Blake Akers, he's done a power of work. Draper jumped very, very early. Wasn't quite realistic. It's going to be a free kick going to Young.
Cross the line rule. It's the one rule that I would love to just maybe tweak a little bit.
In what way?
If your ruckman doesn't jump and you jump over, I think it should be play on.
Yeah, I like it. Chera. That was a crisp kick to Frankie Evans. Couldn't complete the mark. It hit the hands hard. Blues messing around a little with it. Ainsworth couldn't hit Wilson by hand. Had to go back and find it. Did. Normally keeping Tom Hanks company is Wilson, but this time he's setting up teammates. And Akers now providing the service to Byrne, who provided it to him earlier. That's pay it forward. Do unto others, Brownie.
What goes around comes around, Brownie.
100%.
And that one.
And he's starting to get on the end of a couple late. This man has been working, buzzing around that forward 50 all night, bringing all sorts of defensive pressure and skill. He deserves to hit the scoreboard again.
He's had 10 touches, 7 score involvements, 3 goal assists.
Yeah.
Has one to his name, Byrne. Has provided for others. Steps inside forward 50 and
There we go.
sends it.
Fuck.
He's going to be the king of Koroit now.
Good little player. They've found a few this last season or two. Wilson across half-back's been lively with his run and carry. Cooper Lord's done some polished things.
The last week he's kicked 2 goals and had 4 score assists. This week kicked 2 goals, 10 touches, 3 score assists.
It's all you want from a small forward, isn't it?
You only need your 10 or 12 touches and make the most of them.
This is getting ugly, and just the Lions starting to raise the white flag a little bit with some of their work rate and effort late. And I know there's a bit of fatigue. They've won 7 in a row. They've lost a couple of plays.
Looks like Morris is out for the game. Not too sure why.
Game high. Neal out of the middle. Dunkley had
Yes.
away
Is this the loss that we're supposed to have before the finals begin? Should I look at it in that way? If you get, you know, I have no idea.
Haywood on a searching lead, marks it at right half back. There's still a lot of time in this game. 7.5 minutes on the Elders clock. Elders Finance here for you. My voice might go. There's a lot of contenders for goal of the day for Beaumont's where Bathroom begins. I'm just working on a casual basis these days. Perhaps I don't really have
I've got to look at it from that point of view.
strength.
There's only one side.
Bit of a reality check for the team.
And that is Carlton. They could put another couple on them.
In a season where percentage is going to be very important, Lions are giving a lot back here that they've claimed over the last 7 weeks. Chera through the middle. Nice little give to Lord. Revealed in
Yeah, it is kind of dumb. But I'm coping hard here, folks.
Mackay almost marked it diving down. Ball spills Walsh and he just wills it through.
Fuck.
In the right forward pocket, he
I don't know, it was funny, like I was going into this match feeling confident, but there was a little part of me that's like, it could have been one of those matches where we would drop this, if you get what I mean. Because every now and again the Lions will play like crap, like this. We'll have like a shocker game, and then we'll go on and win like, you know, 7 matches in a row, so to speak. So Chris Fagan's going to have the disappointed grandpa look after this match. So
Score sources 11 goals, 3 from stoppage. Turnover 11 goals, 5.
yeah, the first. I think I had dinner during the first quarter, and Collingwood were.
I think what you love about this,
Collingwood were not having a good time.
Paddy Cripps' night, but they've done it for him when he's always had to do it for them. He hasn't had to play the starring role in this, Brownie. They've lifted to his level, his teammates.
Well, they borrowed the cape for the night, haven't they?
Yes.
Put it on themselves.
They said, take a night off, Skipper, we got you back.
They're getting opened up because their work rate is so poor, Brisbane at the moment.
Harry's had a big night. He kicks to a 3-on-1. Kemp almost outmarked the 3. Comes up off the deck. Was that a throw? Blues asked a question. Answorth kicked that he hammered out in hope, and he was let correct of it because Hewitt was on the end of it. 60 from home. Broadcast side of the ground. Spy is the leading option. Kemp marks it cleanly. Held it long enough, I reckon. Yep. And he'll shoot for 6 from 35
Yeah,
out.
the Pies did
Right
well to get close to that result.
It was amazing. They actually put a spare back Brisbane to stem the flow. And they're at 11 goals, 10 goals down, and they still were able to find that lane. It's this great forward movement from Carlton, a great kick.
Right now, Cripper's on the bench. 5 minutes to go. They can't get him back on.
Logan Morris has got a corky too. Won't come back on. They're down to 2 on the bench.
Morris has got a corky.
Thrive Streamline Small Business Growth Platform.
Hopefully Kixis and Cripper can come on for the last few minutes of his milestone.
It's been a career night. He's kicked 5 straight, if you don't mind.
So we technically got 3 injuries now.
For 6. Pushes it across the face. It's a minor score. That had been an issue for him earlier in the year, perhaps his accuracy in front of goal, but no dramas tonight.
Kicked straight tonight, hasn't he? It's been huge for them.
40,988 here on the special night for Carlton. They might have sold it out tonight for Cripps' 250th. What do we make of that crowd, gents?
Yeah, it's a bit low, but
we've kicked
there might be a few more Carlton supporters.
2 goals since halftime, so it's been very, very quiet for us.
At the moment. I reckon they'll come next week. Huge game, St Kilda versus Carlton. It's like a final, isn't it?
Messing around with it at right half back. Fletcher just flings it down the line, out the back. Lohman worked Dean underneath it, can take a bounce, maybe a couple. Dean didn't give up on the chase. He was shepherded out of it. Lohman's taken 3 bounces inside forward 50. Check the kick, Cameron.
He's such a smart footballer, Lohman. He just thought his way through that brilliantly. Nudged Dean under the footy. He's hardly lost a one-on-one all night. Knew that the space and the grass was out the back. Had no one present to him, so he took a couple of bounces. Feigned to go long. Dropped it short onto Charlie Cameron's chest. Brilliant football.
Is there a high half forward in Lohman, perhaps?
Yeah, he's an interesting forward with that. He's so crafty when he finds the ball. I reckon because Brisbane have such good high half forwards, your Baileys, your Rayners, it is hard to take their spot. That's probably why he plays deeper. If he was to move clubs, you never know. He might get up the field a bit more and get that high possession forward game going. But yeah, he's still a great small forward.
Just a behind to Cameron to the right-hand side. So it's a 70-point lead to Carlton.
Imagine if I said to you tonight,
scoreboard.
Carlton will win by 70 against the Lions. You'd think we were crazy.
The timeline messengers.
Blues down the line. There's a free kick. It's everything going Carlton's way at the moment. Eric Hipwood's infringed on Harry Mackay. Umpire Nick Foot. I think it's... is that Nick?
Well, I'm not going to move it. Sorry. I can't really move it anywhere else.
Who are the umpires tonight, Brownie?
I can move it a little bit.
It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Now.
On the 33, 26 and 24.
No, good work. Haynes on the outer side.
I don't think we need a name.
There. It doesn't really make a difference.
Drills in a mark, top edge of the square. What a night this has been.
Show, mate. Cripper
is this 10 and 2 now under Josh Fraser?
Not 9 and 2.
9 and 2. Lord takes a mark in front of Neil. It's going to the outer side. Byrne got a big shove from Bailey. Should have been in the back. Doesn't sweat Byrne though. He recovered. Got it back to Lord. Lord got rid of the tackler. Got it forward to Smith. Steps inboard. Kick went 6 metres to Cottrell. So he gave it to Young. They're just toying with Brisbane at the moment. Young was just sauntering around. Finally gave it up by hand. Hewitt's had a big night.
On.
The sheriff's on.
Look, he's on. He's got his hands out again, flapping. look at him.
He's 50 metres in the clear. Good tackle applied by Levi Ashcroft. Mackay came up with it.
It's not going to get there.
Could have gone to Akers, but they went backwards instead.
He's still there. 40 tonight.
He's still there. Haynes on the broadcast wing. The bottom left-hand corner is Red Dirks, and Akers again in exactly that space, but they go to Mackay down the line, bottom edge of the square. There's a whistle somewhere. The ball's coming forward. Is there a 50 or a...
Yeah.
Everybody has stopped here. I don't know what this is for.
So Harry Mackay had the ball in the middle of the ground. No one knows why. I'm tipping it was just an infringement or maybe not standing still, and he'll go to 35 out directly in front and kick a snap around the body. This will be the icing on the cake.
How many's Harry got tonight? He's got the 2, and now he's got 3. To thunderous applause. It's been a thumping 76 points. The Blues have blitzed the Lions on a big night for the club.
Massive night. Cripper got back on. He's got to end the milestone game on the field. Hasn't had his best night, but like we said before, the other players have stood up.
So here's a stat for you. They kicked 6 goals in the first quarter, 6 goals in the second quarter, 6 goals in the third quarter, and 6 goals here in the last quarter.
Yeah, they've kicked 6 goals in every single quarter.
The Blues have done that. Kept Brisbane to 3 behinds in this last term. Been one-way traffic.
Bakes would not be happy with 150 points against as well.
And their lack of work rate this last quarter, they've been pretty ordinary.
Will Ashcroft hasn't stopped trying. A couple of possessions in the chain. Make that 3 as he skids a kick inside forward 50. Cameron stepped over a couple.
Well, at least Will is still in good form. He's been trying hard.
What a night it's been. Florence just flicks it out to right half back. Mackay's been enormous. So what are his numbers, Brownie, or perhaps if you've got him for AIA, do it for life?
Had 3 goals, 19 disposals, 9 marks, mind you. Huge game. First game back from that knee.
A lot of Ks too that he's
covered. Got nice and high because Kemp and McGovern have been operating deep forward 50s. He's got up the ground. Oh, Cripper, go!
Out the back, Cripps from 50, Bacon, goal square! Oh! Answorth!
He has no sense of occasion. Answorth, he's marked it on the line.
It's his 100th game.
The crowd are booing him.
And they're treating him like he lined him out.
The Marvel Stadium roof would have been lifted off if that went through.
There's 20 seconds left on the clock, and Cripper's nearly slotted the last one of the game. Oh, so close.
He might get a chance here. Blues are going to come back inside forward 50. It'll be Hewitt. High leap. Third man up, Fletcher. And that should just about do us.
That's it.
The Blues went big game hunting. And they claim the kings of the jungle. 76 points. They put the Lions' head on the trophy wall.
Jesus. Ugh. You know what? Fuck the radio. We're not listening to that garbage. Well, that was pretty atrocious. Yeah, turn that. Yeah. Before Dale starts throwing tables, or flipping tables over chairs. And it's funny, like, in recent matches, the Blues have come close to beating us at times. So now that they're playing better, I don't know, just not a good match from us. But I'm sure that we'll play better when we're back in the Gabba. We don't need to... Yep, all right. We'll see you later on, Lloyd. But yeah, so... Yeah. Oh. Disappointment, yeah. But, yes, that is going to be it for the stream. I'm going to go off and forget this match happened and, you know, mentally prepare for the Hawks. Because I think we've only got a few more rounds, and I don't know if I'll be streaming the finals. I have no idea if I really want to do that or not. See what happens. But I did dedicate myself to doing the home and away rounds, and then, you know, work it out for yourselves for that sort of thing. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for me for tonight. A big thanks to the dozen or so people who've been watching. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you, everyone, and I shall see you next week for the next game.